always gets perfect condition here at NCC. And time is ready for the toss. We have Rubin Silva down at the center together with two captains and the match referee.
We are back in the concrete jungle of Sri Lanka at the beautiful NCC grounds for the match between Nugegoda Sports Club and Tamil Union. And I got the two captains with me, Rahul Gunasekara from Nugegoda and Vinod Bhanukar from Tamil Union. And the match referee, Priyantha Ranjit. Rahul, you got the coin? Head is the call. Tail it is. Nugegoda won the toss. And what are you going to do? We are going to bowl first. What are the reasons for that?
I think the wicket both changed much throughout the game, so we are going to go.
Any changes from the last match?
Yes, we have two changes, one Chinaman coming in and one fast bowler coming in.
All the best. Vinod, what were you going to do?
Now we'll lift the toss and we're going to bat now.
Any changes from the last match?
No, we are going for same side.
What are your thoughts on the surface, Vinod?
I think it's very good batting track. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Alright, all the best, Vinod. And the news from the centre is Nugegoda Sports Club won the toss and they elected to bowl first.
Nugegoda, they got very exciting team and needing a very special effort to topple Tamil Union, high riding, 4 out of 4. Right now, looking at the way things panned out, the favourites clearly on my book, two groups of course, the likes of CCC, Panadura, showcasing their cricketing prowess. And as usual, not a surprise, spin into the action, Tanduratnayaka. Here's the first delivery. Right on the money. Good morning, Gamini.
Good morning, Gamini. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, terrific encounter this. Mighty import for both sides. Tamils, obviously, with a win here, they'll cement their place in knockouts. Having said that, Nugegoda, they're hanging the balance, aren't they? They want this game to come to their favour to stay in the knockouts. So, you mentioned Tamils coming unbeaten, but T20 cricket so unpredictable. They are not favourites as such. So, Jayawardene getting off the mark.
Very dangerous striker who likes to get out of the bowling. Quick runs, that's what he's after. On his patch, worked away really beautifully and gets it all the way for first boundary. How about that? Stifle offline. Opportunity provided, and Sinet Jayawardene, not the sort of a player who's going to miss out. This is excellent timing. He hardly tried to hit it too hard. The angle. There you go. Beautiful hands through the line of the delivery. This is how you dealt with loose stuff. Wasn't a bad delivery, but slightly offline, Gamini.
Yeah, most of the left-handers are pretty good around their pads, and Nugegoda, he's got good loose hands on the onside. He's not going to miss out on deliveries like that half volley. Wow. This time a full-blooded cover drive towards the clubhouse. So a couple of boundaries on the bounce for Nugegoda. 8 off 2 for him.
This looks very good. Gentle tap and gets a single. Way to go. Single, boundary, 2 of them, then gets a single. Ideal formula. You're not going to hit all of them away for boundaries. I mentioned he looks so much like Tanduratnayaka. Samwashang, experienced these days, that who played for few clubs. Not too much of room to work the ball. Excellent first over for Tamil Union. 10 for no loss. Two teams, Rahul Gunasekara leading Nugegoda Sports and Welfare. Laharu Dawatage, Peter Wright, Piris, Pereira, Samuarshan, Vimukti, Kolombage, Nisanka, Hakam, Silva, and Arambegoda. Notable omission, pulling the Pereira not included. Strong outfit for Tamil Bhanukadabare, Jayawardena, Paranavitana, Tilakaratna, Jayatilaka Radha, Shamuganadan, Teumika, Samarakon, Ratnayaka, and Vijayakant Vyaskant with his spin bowling prowess. Sena Ratna makes it a very, very strong outfit. In this format, as you rightly call, on a day, there are no favorites. Any team capable of toppling even the top sides. That's exactly what Nugegoda is hoping for. Thanukadabare already couple of boundaries and he looks good to go big. This is what he was missing right throughout the tournament. Few good starts. When he looks outstandingly good for a big one, he throws his wicket away. We'll see. This could be the day. Providing room outside the off stump, asking for trouble. Feeling the deep. Did a very good job. Comes around, sends in a very good return. So plenty of left-handers, of course, in Tamil Union ranks. And they are hoping to bring out their best. They've done that right throughout the tournament very consistently. As they say, you're not going to win them all in T20 format. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, both these left-handers are pretty strong on the offside as well. So you can't really give any width to free their hands. There you are. Just from one spot. Partially stopped, but still had power to reach the boundary. Well, you got to not only the line, you got a good control of the length. This wicket has got enough bounce, enough carry. The fast hands openers will love a surface like this, because that allows you to not only hit down the ground. A person who has array of shots, helping shots, using the speed that time, the previous boundary, that was hit pretty hard, wasn't it? Sampath Nisanka, the left arm medium pace bowler. Oh, very lucky to get away with it. Very similar delivery, but didn't have the timing.
Sampath has been providing too much room outside the off stump. You just cannot afford to do that against strong batting duo like Sinet Jayawardena and Thanukadabare. Their plans are pretty simple. Go on the attack right from the word go. They've done that very successfully, and right now Sampath aiding them by providing too much room outside the off stump. On two occasions, he pretty lucky to get away with that. Both there to be hit.
He's slightly fuller compared to the first two deliveries. Very strong offside field. You got Rehan Perez fielding at short third, deep point, cover, extra cover. There are pretty much three fielders on the offside inside the ring, right next to each other. There's mid-off, only three on the onside, mid-on, short fine leg and deep square leg. This time using his feet. Thanukadabare, when he's on song, he's a player that looks very good on the eye. Beautiful timer. He got, like I said, you know, both on and off side, he's got loose hands, so he's a pretty difficult player to contain.
That previous shot was a shot with authority. Little shimmy down the track. He looked very confident. Probably a slower delivery, but whichever the case, he picked that one up really beautifully, worked away right through the gap, not a boundary. 20 on the board. We are still in the second over. So pretty expensive stuff for Nugegoda Sports and Welfare. They are still in with a chance of going through to the second round. They've lost only a game. Unfortunately, one game ended in a tie.
There's protection down there. So very productive over for Tamil Union, the second one. 11 coming off it. After 2 overs, 21 for no loss.
Gavin, it's been busy times for all the teams in Division 1 Tier A. 2 tournaments going on simultaneously. Even today, on 3 grounds, Coles, Pisara and NCC, 3 double headers. Most taking on Police, BRC, taking on Kurunagala. Should be an interesting one. SSC versus NCC, a cracker at Coles. Madhuralia versus Coles at Pisara Oval. And we are focusing on the one right in front of us. Once again, room and straight to the fielder. That was there to be hit, but he made the mistake of taking the aerial route. Once again, just when he looks so good, Tanuka Dabare throwing it away.
No, that was a conventional shot, actually. The field that was set, most of the fielders inside the ring, the idea was to go over the infield, perhaps over extra cover. Mid-off was up in the circle as well. So you can see his bottom hand going towards the onside. That took a bit of power away, and he'll be very disappointed with that, because that was outside the off stump, and like I said, it was there to be hit. Pulindu was the catcher, Shambu was the bowler. Dabari goes for 20 off 10, and Tamil Union 21 for 1.
Bit of a reprieve after that early onslaught by 2 strong-looking left-handers. They got plenty of left-handers coming down the order. Here's another one of them. They've been benefiting, having as many as 5-6 left-handers in their top order and middle order. This man, second in the runs tally when it comes to leading run scorers. Now out Paranavithana. Angle takes it down the leg side. Must have brushed something.
He brushed the thigh pad. That's the only reason why it wasn't called a wide. Paranavithana, another very strong offside player. Call for the second one. Comfortably taken. So 23 already. Like I mentioned in my pitch report, looks a pretty good surface for the batters, and more than the speed, I think this is that last wicket. Wow. It was easy as you like, but then for a moment you thought he's going to make a meal out of it. On one knee, at least one. Yeah, I think the batters will enjoy the bounce more than the speed here at NCC. Generally, these pitches favor the fast bowlers in the first hour or so. Very similar to SSC. There's been a juice on the surface, but this has been used before. Oh, well. Is he going down with the angle? Shammu Ashan thought he had him. That would have been a very nice wicket to have. Seen a Javadana.
Probably a couple of inches down the leg side. You mentioned the angle. Right now, Shammu Ashan focusing on try and getting the angle working for him. That is protection down in the deep on the onside. And protection down there. Wheeler comes around, another couple, which makes it a very decent over after a while. Wicket being taken, only conceded 5 runs after 3, 26 for 1. Officials for today's game: Sanjeev Fernando and Shant Fonseca on field.
Yeah, Chance Fonseca was down to officiate in this match, but I think he withdrew at the 11th minute. So Chamara Soiza is the on-field umpire. It's Sanjeev Fernando. Deepal is the third umpire, and Ranjit Priyantha, the match referee.
That's much better. In line with the stumps, length is good, line is good. So you're not providing enough room to the left-hander to free his arms.
There was a very close LBW appeal. Now let's have a look. Yeah, umpire's call may have gone down the leg side. Whether it was clipping or not, Chamara Soiz is a very experienced umpire. He's not going to get many decisions wrong, and he's pretty much on the spot most of the time. And whether the batter got an edge to it also is very doubtful, wasn't it? Oh, wild leave towards the onside. That's what you call a good old slug. Didn't have the timing.
Parnavitan not ready to get bobbed down. That wasn't there to be hit. He tried to work that one over mid-wicket region, just as Mohammed mentioned. No real conviction. But on the lookout for runs. Good track. That's the way to go. This time he made solid connection. But they've got protection there. Should only be a single. Yes, it was a single. And right now, Nugegoda Sports and Welfare Club looking for avenues to get into this game. It's about maintaining, good rhythm. This, as I mentioned, very unfortunate. One game ended in a tie, even after DLS method. Oh, that's more like it. Hammered away right into the clubhouse. Huge six for Sinet Jayawardena. Wow.
Yeah, that was off the middle of the bat. That's the shorter side, the clubhouse side. Only 58 yards. But that could have cleared most of the boundaries. That landed on the roof. Yeah, the square leg. He's watching that ball sailing over his head. Jayawardena hasn't had the strike. Now who came in at number 3 has faced 6 deliveries. That was the 6th delivery Sinet Jayawardena faced. So he can be one of those most destructive batters when he gets going. Absolutely no mercy on the bowlers. So he needs to get his length right. Wow. At times, that's his downfall, Jayawardena. He's trying to overhit it. That was you could call it a half volley, wasn't it, around that 5th stump. Again, because he was going too hard at it, if you want to hit it over the offside, you got to get both your wrists. That was the previous ball.
I tell you, Gamini, that wasn't a bad ball. Was it a half cracker? He picked it from length. Little bit of room outside the off stump. Gets it into the deep. So he's trying to be enterprising. 6 and a couple. 8 runs, 4 done, 34 for 1. Sinet Jayawardena played that pickup shot as good as anybody. At Premadasa, he hit one deep into the stands a few days back. I think it was the game against Police. He liked to make room outside the off stump. No half measures. He knew there are no fielders in the deep. picked the spot, spanked it away for another boundary.
A safer option. You're targeting the shorter side, and with the turn, see how he backs away from it. Had no intention of hitting along the ground. The bottom man comes into play. This time, lot straighter from Shamu Shan. Incidentally, his two boundary riders are on the onside, so around midland leg, that will be his area. Having said that, long off drops back to Paranavitana. Mid wicket comes in.
Tries to clear the infield, this time finds the fielder. I'm starting to notice a tendency from Nawat Paranavitana, little uncharacteristic. Someone who likes to play the line, go underneath the line of the delivery. That one flat, quicker, going down the leg side. And Sinet Jayawardene, it's been his nature. He likes making a little bit of room outside the off stump, clearing his front foot off the back foot. Very strong cutter and puller. Askaya goes so high. Shamua Shan gets underneath and takes a very good catch. I can tell you, when you're bowling behind your head, he has to paddle back and took a fantastic catch.
That was a huge risk taken by Shamu Hassan. That was up in there for a very long time. Midon was right in front of him. He was coming forward. Had he dropped that, coach would have had a good spray after the match. That's a risk taken, but it paid off. Look at that. Didn't really get underneath it, did he? But Midon was right there. It would have been the orthodox way to get that catch. But having said that, Shamu Hassan caught and bowled now with Paranavitana. He goes for 4. Tamils 39 for 2.
Weather always hot, humid, 30 degrees Celsius, minimum of 26, but we feel like 32, 35, and wind speed 18 kph. Cloudy, so we are hoping there won't be any rain to interrupt the game. Good thing about that catch, Gamini, fielders, they communicated well. I thought right from the moment it went up, Samoa Shan said, "It's mine." That's the reason why there were no collisions, there were no misunderstanding between two fielders.
They should have communicated the other way around, because he was doing the hard part. Midon should have said mine. Good over nonetheless. 5 of the first 2, then wicket the penultimate ball. After 5 overs, Tamil Union 39 for 2.
It's been pretty decent start despite losing 2 wickets, 39 for 2. They'll take that. They got to set better. Here's the previous dismissal. Went up a long way in the air. Cross-batted heave, no real conviction, out of character, whichever way you describe it. And Shamu Hassan says, "Mate, it's mine." And he was committed, took a very good catch. Just as Gamini mentioned, had it gone down, fielding coach would be the happy chappy. Slower delivery, well disguised. Rubin Silva joining alongside me. Good morning.
Good morning, Damika. Good morning to all the viewers out there. It's a good start from Tamil Union. Even though they lost 2 early wickets, Sina Javardhana is in the middle. The man in form. Scored a half century a couple of days ago as well, Sineth. He was down on one knee trying to whack it through the gap of mid-wicket.
Another cutter, well played. That's exquisite. Stand and deliver. I mean, so good to watch. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Pick the line of the delivery. I'm interested in having a look at the bowler's wrist. Looks like a cutter. Whichever way it goes. Fabulous shot.
Yeah, he made some room for himself and played it through the gap of offside. Brilliant batting from Sina Javardhana. Vinushka is normally known for his batting, but he's doing a different role today with the ball. This time again, whacked it into the stands. Another 6 runs for Sina Javardhana. This is brilliant batting from Sina Javardhana and Tamil Union. A great start.
Pick the bones out of it. Room outside the off stump. Smashed it over wide long on region for a huge 6. He looks so good. And Tamil Union Cricket and Athletic Club, they are not slowing down despite losing 2 wickets. 49 for 2. 10 runs already. Vinushka under pressure. This time, peppers the offside. This is excellent batting, exquisite. He likes making a little bit of room outside the off stump. Vinushka made the mistake of providing that room. There you go.
Yes, exactly, Damika. If you're bowling with that pace, you have to bowl it. You can't bowl in that length. You're going to get punished for sure. That's what Sina Javardhana is exactly doing at the moment. 29 of just 14 deliveries. That's the Sina Javardhana that we know. Recently got 100 in the Sri Lankan emerging tournament against West Indies emerging. Is in a great form.
You got 3 boundaries on the trot. Certainly wouldn't mind picking up a single. I like that from a batsman. You're not out there to hit everything out of the park. Sina Javardhana identified right from the younger days as a prolific batsman. Played for Royal, played for Sri Lanka under 19s. If I can remember correctly, he scored a valiant century against Bangladesh. Very strong Bangladesh under 19 side few years back. So he's capable of scoring big today. Is that the day? Vinushka, very expensive. 15 runs. Not the sort of a start you're definitely hoping for. Tevidu, considering the possibilities of picking up boundaries as well. Excellent over 15 runs of after 6, 54 for 2. There you go. They have a very strong batting lineup. Count how many left-handers already lost a couple of wickets. Sineth looks good. Minod, Sachita, Sharujan, Vihas, Lahiru, all dangerous.
Yes, exactly, Damika. They have a lot of experience as well. Minod Banu going to come in, and young Sharujan, and also V.S. Kant also can bat. Is the bowling card of Nugegoda so far? Not a good start from their point of view. Vinushka was the most expensive bowler so far, conceding 15 runs in his first over. And we are about to see some left arm spin. Nimesh Mukti into the attack. Very experienced campaigner. Known for his bowling in shorter format, especially in white ball cricket. Nimesh Mukti.
No room outside the off stump. Goes for a gentle dab and intention of picking up single. Good call by the non-striker Tevindu. He's been in the scene for a long time, played for Mahanama College, Panadura, and he represented Mahana, with some outstanding performances. Last season, played for Panadura. He's been their key bowler, picking up wickets, keeping things very tight, and this time decided to turning up for Nugegoda Sports and Welfare team, and he's done fairly well. Sounded nice off the bat. Only be a single.
This is good batting from Sinaj Jayawardene. Not trying to hit every ball out of the park, rotating the strike well. That's what you have to do. That's what a good batsman would do, Dambika. He's rotating the strike well and putting the bad balls away. This is really good cricket from Sinaj Jayawardene.
David, also known as a batsman who's capable of clearing the boundaries, but right now, smart way to go is give strike to Sinaj Jayawardene. Yes, you can be a striker. Your natural game is to go on the attack. Nice off the back foot, straight to the fielder for a dot ball.
A good start for Tamilurian. Dambika, what do you reckon on this pitch?
It's pretty hard to, predict how much of a score you're going to get exactly. But I'm thinking they should be pretty disappointed if they get anything under 160. 160 bare minimum. But you never know. We've seen, especially game between Tamil and Police. Police were looking very good to go beyond 170, 180. They were bundled out for 130 plus. So that's always a possibility. An edge. Tavidu certainly wouldn't mind that. Definitely not where he intended. He was trying to get that one towards the point region. If you get a boundary, you certainly wouldn't mind.
That's the end of the 7th over. Tamilurian, 59-2.
With outside the O stump, right options. Definitely not intended to get that one that finer. Results, outstanding. 7 down, 59 for 2.
New bowler to continue from the SSC end. Will be about to see some pace bowling from Shirad. Sinaj Jayawardene on a song so far. 31 of just 18 deliveries.
Abdul Hakam, very promising right arm seamer, played for Kingswood College. Now he's representing Nugegoda for a couple of years, if I'm not mistaken. Bit of a stutter. So he will have to get back to his mark to start off his spell. Plenty of players from Kandy, Polindo Pereira, Abdul Hakam. Always good to see them performing outstandingly well. Youngsters, always exciting. Ha! He likes that shot. Oh, that's not the way to do it. Poor piece of fielding. He was right at the edge of the boundary. 4 nevertheless.
Sinaj Jayawardene loves when it's there. Just whacked it through the gap of mid-wicket. Not good fielding, not good effort from the field out there. Should have been stopped. Should have been stopped easily. Poor effort.
We've already witnessed margin for error on this track minimal. Now the starter. Youngster under pressure, first delivery being put away for a boundary. Always you starting to wonder what to do, whether to bring in variations, whether to go quick. And the only convenience for him, he got few players down in the boundary, patrolling the boundaries on the offside as well as on the onside. That's nothing more than a wild heave inside edge onto the pads.
It was good comeback from Abdul Hakam. It's a beautiful atmosphere here at the NCC grounds. Sun is out, sun is shining. A great place to play some quality cricket. That's what Sine Javardhan is exactly doing at the moment. Just having some fun. Just playing his natural game. This time, top edge, up in there, fielder is under it and takes it. Comfortably takes it.
Young Abdul Hakam strikes. First delivery put away for a boundary. What a strong comeback. Short pitch delivery, rising one, conventional pace, and Sine Javardhan, as usual, going for a big pull shot. Got big on him. The fielder, safe as a house. He will not gonna drop those. I tell you. So another break. Will it be the inroads? Nugegoda was hoping for 35 of 21. Well batted. But he was looking good for a bigger one.
The new batter comes in place of Sine Javardhan. The experienced Minod Banuka is in the middle. Minod Banuka joined Tevidu in the middle. A very experienced handy left-hander.
He's been in the scene for a long time. Played for CCC, now turning up for Tamil Union, leading the side, second year in succession. I'm thinking at this stage he's the ideal man. He's very, very good at controlling the middle passage, controlling the middle period. So many young batters, so his experience so vital. And also very capable picking up boundaries. Good first delivery, immediately setting off for a single noise. The call by the non-striker, very wise one.
This is good bowling from Abdul Hakam, the young fast bowler from Kandy, giving his everything for his team. Got the wicket of inform Sine Javardhan by the man who was in form. Not a good start from Tamil Union, lost 3 early wickets. They were looking good, but lost 3 quick wickets. This time, this guided it nicely towards point region and quick single. Minod Banuk off the mark.
It's so important picking up wickets. Imagine a situation where them scoring close to 10 and over without any losses. That's pretty dangerous. So they've got 3 very dangerous batters back in the hut and feeling good about it. Just about maintaining the same. You need regular breakthroughs. Here's the dismissal. He just probably tried to hit it too hard and taken the aerial route, and it happens. That's so natural in T20 cricket. You're out there to go on the attack. So that's exactly what Sine Javardhan did. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. On that occasion, clearly didn't. And 64 for 3. Right now, Tamil Union got their noses in front. Ooh. Not too far away from the bat, but that was a big wide. I'm starting to think that after picking up that wicket, got carried away just a little bit.
Well, this is a good start from the young fast bowler, giving his everything. Decent over so far, just conceding 6 runs. One more delivery to come in this over. Straight to the fielder. And that's the end of 8th over. Tamil Union, 65 for 3.
Three down. Sinajawad in a 35. Tanuka Dabare 20. Both looking, they were looking very good for a big one, but unfortunately that also didn't happen. Parlavitana being amongst the run today, a little iffy, I would say. Walked away for a single. I'm really impressed with Abdul Hakam, the way he came back. You saw immediately after putting his efforts and picking up the wicket, cut the run rate down. First ball taken away for a boundary. He came back really strong. Then he was the one who dictating terms. Excellent finish, excellent first over. Only conceded 6 runs, imagine.
Exactly. Nimesh Mukti will continue. Quick single. Chance of a run out. But not a good throw. And it's overthrow as well. 4 runs, 4 extra runs for Tamil Union. It's all happening here at NCC.
Tevidu definitely wouldn't mind, and he would say, mate, any day of the week, please. Was very close. Direct hit certainly had the skipper in trouble, without a doubt. But a wayward throw, conceded 4 extra runs, 71 for 3 now.
It was not a good throw from the fielder. A good throw would have been a different story. And a quick single. And the batters easily made it. This is what Minod Banuka is known for. Rotating the strike well and putting the bowler under pressure.
You saw Rubin, this man Nimesh Mukti, not fuller, not short either. Ideal line and length. So it makes it tougher for the batsman. That's what he do. I just mentioned about making things tougher for the batter. Tevidu decided to go for a cross-batted heave, paying the ultimate price. Off stump. Lean back. Another one bites the dust. 4 down for 72.
This is brilliant from Nimesh Mukti. He can bowl. He can get the ball back into the right hand. That's what exactly he did with the arm. Look at that. The batter down on one. He tried to go for a big one. Couldn't manage to get that. And that's the end of Tevidu's innings. Just 9 runs of 8 deliveries. Tamil Union lost their 4th wicket. In comes the young Sharujan Shammuganathan. Was very impressive during the National Super League. The wicket-keeper batter. Recently represent Sri Lanka in the emerging tournament against Sri Lanka during the West Indies tour. Sharujan Shammuganathan, left-hand batter.
Very bright young prospect. Played for St. Benedict's. Captain Sri Lanka under-19 couple of years, if I'm not mistaken. Very talented, obviously. And a few days back, he took a stunner at Premadasa. He'll take a few deliveries to settle in. That's his normal way of batting. Someone who's not capable of clearing boundaries at will, but when he sets, he knows where to put the ball. That's the previous dismissal. Nothing more than a cross-batted heave. He's off the mark. So similar in his mannerisms to Kumar Sangakkara, the way he runs, his stance. I have no doubts he emulated Kumar Sangakkara a lot. And why not?
That's the end of 9th over. Tamil Union 73 for 4.
Now I'm starting to notice a pattern. Just when things looking good, Tamil Union conceding a wicket and providing a window of opportunities for them to come back into this game. That's well bowled. He'll do that all day. Someone who's very capable of nudging it around and picking up singles. Very hard to keep quiet.
Yes, exactly. Abdul Hakam to continue from the SSC end. Got the big fish in the last over. Got the wicket of Sine Javadana. Talking about Sharujan Shammuganathan, they call him the little Sangha. Firstly, Tony Gregg found him at a match during a match at SSC. He was in the stands with his father. He used to play that cover drive exactly like Kumar Sangakkara. That's why they call him Little Sangha. Vinod Bhanuka on strike. This time goes over square leg into the stands. 6 runs.
Where did that come from? Vinod Bhanuka usually takes a little bit of time to settle in. Not on that occasion. On his pads. Beautifully whipped away over square leg region for another huge 6. That one too went inside the clubhouse.
A nice sound came from the bat as well. Brilliant shot from Vinod Bhanuka. Picked that length really early and played it nicely. Brilliant batting. And now they have to get a new ball as well.
And I can tell you right now, those who are inside the clubhouse should be mindful.
Even us, Dhammika.
You never know. They've been hitting huge sixes and the pitch very good for batting. Ball comes on to bat really nicely. It's a hard one. So you take your opportunities, settle in, time to make it big. Not too many big runs from Vinod Bhanuka. We know how dangerous he can be if he stays for a long period, especially in T20 format. A bumper towards deep third man region. I thought fielder did really well there. Just two runs taken quite easily, but the commitment always promising.
This is good batting from Vinod Bhanuka. Running well between the wickets. Got the 6 in the previous delivery. And now trying to put the ball into the gaps and running hard between the wickets. That's what all about experience, Dhammika. He's carrying a lot of experience to this side.
There's a reason why I mentioned he's the ideal foil at this stage. 9 runs already. They definitely wouldn't mind conceding a dot ball after getting 9 runs inside 3 deliveries. So they've laid out a solid foundation. We expected them to get close to maybe 90, 100 at the end of 9th over. They were maintaining a run rate close to 10 and over. Sine Javadana largely responsible. Now Vinod Bhanuka taking up the mantle.
2 more deliveries to come in this over. Guided it nicely towards third man region. Another single for Vinod Bhanuka. After going for that big 6, the fast bowler managed to come back really well. It's a good comeback from the fast bowler.
So important not being one-dimensional, not being predictable. Yes, after being hit for a 6, he came back really well. That happened during his first over as well. I think Sharujan Shanmuganathan needed a ladder to get into that one.
It was too short. Here's the replay. Yes, it is too short. Going well above his head. No doubt it's a wide ball. Sharujan very watchful.
Nicely worked away, gets a single, makes it a better over. They initially considered the possibility of the second since the fielder was deep. So, fairly even Steven at halfway mark, 85 for 4, Tamil Union Cricket and Athletic Club.
We are 10 overs done into the last 10 overs of Tamil Union's innings. And we have a small change in the combox as well. Our very own Gamini Pera is back with us. Welcome back, Gamini.
Yeah, good morning, Ruin. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's even Stevens after the halfway mark, 85 for 4. Two relatively new batters out there, so this will be an opportunity for Nugegoda to put in some good overs. This is the leg spinner, Sachindu.
Sachindu Kolambage had a decent LPL as well. Played for goal. Very interesting action as well. Sachindu Kolambage to continue the leg spinner against left hand Sharujan and try to do something different this time. Sharujan Shammuganathan trying to be a little bit unpredictable.
Yeah, I think that's more conventional in these conditions, and the when you consider the boundary lines, he's targeting that shorter side towards the clubhouse and the indoor nets. If you get it over the infield, you're going to get a boundary all the time. That's well played. Will they come back for the second? Rehan Pires gets rid of it very quickly. Yeah, for left-hander, obviously this is a tactical battle, Ruvin. When you have boundaries, there's significant difference on either side. Now, towards the NCC, to the DSN ground side, it's 68 yards. So good 10 yards less on this side to the clubhouse. Usually in T20 game. Yeah, missed out on that one. Hit outside the off stump. So you got to be smart. You got to target a bowler. You got to target an area. You got to target which stage to change your gears. And I think Shammuganathan will probably trust himself to try and bring that shot into play, particularly against when the ball is coming in. Good.
Another single for Vinod Bhanuka. A good decent over from Sachindu Kolambage. Had a really good LPL season. Played for Gaul team. And you, Gamini, you had a closer look at the surface early on. What do you reckon on that?
Yeah, looks a very good pitch to bat. Incidentally, the same pitch that they used for that 50 over a couple of days ago. There's enough carry, enough bounce. Shammuganathan is a very busy player. Love to use his feet. 87 for 4, 88 for 4 after 11.
We're about to see some spin from the SSC end. Sharujan Shammuganathan and Vinod Bhanuka in the middle. Dilshan is about to roll his arm for the first time for the day. Dilshan Arambagedara, right arm leg spinner. I beg your pardon, is a left arm wrist spinner. Full toss to start. Just a single for Sharujan Shammuganathan.
Yeah, this will be a fascinating battle. All this time we saw pace from that SSC end, simply because of short boundary. Now that left arm unorthodox spinner in play, I think both Vinod Bhanduka and Sargent will probably take an extra risk targeting that boundary towards Indo cricket nets, the foundation nets on the back foot. Nugegoda will be quite happy just to consider single at this stage, Rubin. As long as they minimize the boundary count, if they can keep it to around 150, they'll be quite happy to chase that.
Yeah, exactly, Gamini. And at the same time, it's always good to have a Chinaman in your side. This time again, another full toss. Looking for the second run into the gap. But they were happy with the single.
Yeah, I think Sargent will be very bit disappointed with that one. Full toss around legs.
He got 2 freebies in this over.
Bhanduka will be looking to bat around that off stump. Good straight hit. One bounce over the rope. So there's that boundary, which Nugegoda didn't want, but exactly what the doctor ordered for Tamils.
Yes, this is brilliant batting from Vinod Bhanduka. Dancing down the track, got to the ball really well and played it over the bowler's head. 2 bounces into the rope. 7 runs coming in that over so far. A good start for the over from Tamil Union. Vinod Bhanduka on 18. This time down on one knee. Into the gap. And another 4 runs for Vinod Bhanduka. This is brilliant batting. 2 fours in a row for Vinod Bhanduka.
Yeah, like I mentioned, they're targeting that short side. Fielders in the deep square leg, deep into a long on. Well, then I don't think he picked that, did he? He was a fraction late to pick that up.
But he timed that really well, isn't it, Gamini? Last ball again comes down the track. Didn't meet the ball properly, and that's the end of the 12th over. 12 runs coming from that, and also 100 up for Tamil Union. Tamil Union after 12 overs, 100 for 4. This is the bowling card of Nugegoda Sports Club. Started from Shammu Ashan and Sampath Nishankar. Sampath Nishankar was a bit expensive today. Sampath Nishankar was the best bowler of last T20 season. Nimesh Mukti bowled decently well.
Yeah, looking at that card, Rovin, 7 bowlers have been used so far. There are bits and pieces. There are 2 overs, 1 over spell. So they'll have to be mindful now. Since these 2 are starting to get comfortable out there in the middle, we know then Sargent, the last 30 balls, 12 coming off in the last 6 balls, 37, 2 wickets, 2 fours and a 6. So in contrast, Tamils will be looking to improve that boundary count. And obviously, Nugegoda will have to try and see whether they can put up 2 good overs here. Because 8 runs per over from here will get them to 180. That's that shot that I was talking about the previous over. With this field, with this shorter boundary, that becomes like a basic conventional shot for the left-hander.
Vinod Bhanduka. It was a good shot. Knew exactly where the fielders are. Just played it over third man and point region. Good start to the over for Vinod Bhanduka. He's on to 27 of 15 deliveries. Straight away, pressure on the bowler. Sachin Nugegoda, he has to be mindful. Ball into the left hand. This time made some room for himself and got stumped. Good piece of wicket keeping from Lai Rudavatake. And that's the first wicket for Sachin Nugegoda and got the big fish of Vinod Bhanduka.
Yeah, that was very well bowled and even better effort with the gloves The field was changed from deep extra cover. The fielder came to point. So Minod Banuk was looking to go over extra cover. That would have been the wrong one as well. Yeah, touch and go, wasn't it? Well, did he get his foot down in time? But because he lost his balance and eventually lifted his leg, that would have been another reason. Banukar, after a very good last 6 deliveries, 27 of 16, stumped by Lahiru of the bowling of Sachindu. So, very vital breakthrough for Nugegoda. Suddenly, 104 for 5, it's even Stevens.
Tamil Union lost 5 wickets. It was brilliant piece of wicket keeping from Lahiru Davadage. Good glove work. And in comes Sachita, the right-hand batter. The new batter, Sachita Jayathilaka, into the middle. Well, experienced campaigner for Tamil Union.
Yeah, talk about explosive batters. There is one out there, Sachita Jayathilaka. Such a strong striker of the cricket ball. And when he hits, no boundaries big enough.
The strong lad loves to go after bowlers. Sachindu Kolambage will feel more comfortable bowling to the right-hander. Slipping as well. A good start to the new batter.
Yeah, this will be a good contest. Sachindu versus Sachita. Right arm leg spin against the right-handed Sachita. So the back foot straight to extra cover. Sachindu, it's quite an unusual action. In the good old days, we had leg spinners like D.S. De Silva, Ran Rajadhari. That was that last one. Yeah, there was not a lot in it. Those leg spinners those days, as they approach, there's a lot of body movement and there's a lot of wrist. Now see how he's turning the ball in his hands as he starts his run. This is exactly what I said. Ideal bowler to have against a very strong striker. Yeah, those days leg spinners, Abdul Qadir, Mushtaq Ahmad, they used to do very active on the way to the crease. And Sachindu is one of those ones from the old club.
So old-fashioned leg spinner. It's a no ball. Signaled by the umpire. And he'll definitely get a freebie for that. Shahrukh. Oh, they're coming back for the second.
Yeah, a bit sloppy. Because the ball ended up at cover point. Normally in T20 cricket these days, they send the ball through the keeper. And that's when the ball gets dead. But this time he threw the ball to extra cover and he missed it. So that ball is still in play. That allowed the batter to cross over a single. And the more dangerous thing to come now, because Sachit Jayathilaka back on umpires. What did they said no, that ball was not in play.
Just one run.
I think the ball may have thrown back to the keeper, and the keeper is the one who threw to extra cover. So that's why. Then it's dead. Yep, the correct call.
It's a free hit for Shahrukh Shammuganathan. He would love to go after it. Let's see what Shahrukh Shammuganathan can do. Sachindu Kolambage with the ball in hand. This time, aerial, but just 2 runs for Shahrukh Shammuganathan. Not the way he has imagined. And that's the end of 13th over. Tamil Union 108 for 5. Another change from the SLC end. We saw some spin in the last over. And now it's time for some fast deliveries.
Yeah, we were discussing it's a dangerous ploy to have the spinners from that end. I think they will be looking, 7 overs to go, so pace and spin. 4 overs of pace from the SSE end and 3 overs of maybe spin from the side net end. And it's all the time it's horses for courses as well. Rovin, you know that Sachita Jayatilaka is a very strong striker. So pace is what helping shot. Just a single. Yeah, he's relentless against spin, Sachita. Shira 2 overs, 18 before this over.
A decent start from the fast bowler from Candy. A good start. Got the wicket of Sinet Chavardhan as well. Sharujan on strike. Again, pitch is shot. Played it nicely over the fielder. 2 bouncers into the fence. This is good quality batting from Sharujan Shanmuganathan. It was too short. The width was offered.
Yeah, width and length. He could have picked his spot anywhere on that offside. Intentionally went over the head of point fielder there. That sort of a height you can't really control it down because it's above your shoulder really. So good awareness from Shanmuganathan.
This time, a quick single for Sharujan Shanmuganathan.
So suddenly, win 6 off. So like I mentioned, 10 and over will get them to around 170, 180 mark, which is decent. It's not a huge score because conditions favour the batters. Nugegoda, depends on what they will do in the next 6 overs or so, but they'll be happy around that 160 mark. Oh, that's a good delivery. Hurried on. Will they come back now? Collision between umpire Chamara and the wicketkeeper Lahiru Davatage. I think Davatage felt that more than Chamara. He's holding his left hand. Yeah, you can clearly say that Lahiru Davatage came second best from that contest.
Yes, exactly, Gamini. This is a replay. This fast bowler, he loves to bowl that short bowl, isn't he? He's fast, he's furious. He has that X factor. It's time. It was too full. Sharujan Shanmuganathan playing a runner ball inning so far, 14 off 14. One more delivery to go in this over. A decent over. So far just conceding 7 runs. Runner ball partnership as well. Just 11 of 10 deliveries. Talking about the boundaries are not that huge, Gamini. 60 yards, 65 yards. This time, another quick single. This is good batting. 8 runs coming from that over. That's the end of 14th over. Tamil Union, 116 for 5. When you are playing at NCC, it always favors the batters.
Yeah, decent buildings. The blocks of 4 overs, Rovin, losing 1 wicket, 2 wickets and 1 respectively in the first 3. This will be a vital period. It's 13 to 16. The news coming in is that that 6 over the main pavilion when Nugegoda drop kicked the fast bowler that had landed on Rahul Gunasekara's car. So he will have to call the insurance. So Rahul will not be a happy chappy with his teammate targeting his car.
Rahul Gunasekara, a little bit disappointed about that, Kaveri. Some another quick single. Rahul Gunasekara, the captain of Nugegoda. So far, he'll be a happy man, but after the match, we never know, Gamini.
How often do you see that? You hit a 6 and that ball lands on your opposition skipper's car. And incidentally, Vinod Banuki, the skipper of Tamil Union, so this is interesting. Sathitha Jayatilaka. Still yet to middle one. There he does. Over extra cover. That's a terrific hit towards those practice nets. That's a huge hit. It just shows how powerful this man is.
Easy pickings for Sathitha Jayatilaka. The width was offered, was too full. He just went after it. He's a well-built man. Played it over extra cover. Handsome looking 6 runs for Sathitha Jayatilaka.
You could see it coming, couldn't you? From a long way away that Sathitha Jayatilaka is going to middle one. Gets on the back foot. Just the one. Nearly thought of the second.
Even Sathitha Jayatilaka could break another car. We never know.
I reckon not only the cars inside the NCC car park. When he hits, even the cars on the other side of the road might come into play. That's how long this man can hit.
That's a good point that you made. Sathitha Jayatilaka, well-built man, loves to take on bowlers. 3 more deliveries to come in this over. Played it late. Just straight to the fielder, third man. Just a single for Shahrukh Shammuganathan. He's been very watchful so far. Just 17 of 17 deliveries. Meanwhile, Sathitha Jayatilaka trying to take a charge at the moment. A healthy run rate so far. 8.52. This time another single, guided it nicely towards square leg. A good over so far from Tamil Union's point of view. 10 runs coming in that over. 1 more delivery to go as well. Can they finish it off in style? Shahrukh Shammuganathan on strike. This time, coming back for the second run. No, they are happy with the single. And that's the end of 15th over. Tamil Union, 127 for 5.
Nugegoda got a start, 35. Nugegoda was looked very good for his 20. Vinod Bhanuka 27 with that huge 6 towards the car park. Then the consolidating act from Sargent, 18 of 18, and the dangerous Sachita Tilaka on 11. So still a bit of firepower to come. Vyas, Umika Lahiru Samarakon and Tandi Ratnayaka and Vyas Khan, they all can hit a long ball. So 5 overs to come as Dambika joins me. So to me, the scale is even. 127 for 5, 30 deliveries to come, 10 runs per over from here will give them 177. But if someone like Satya Tilaka or Samarakon for that matter, if they can use the long handles to great effect, this might be 180, 190. For that, they will need 2 good overs, the range of 14, 15 runs per over.
You mentioned about firepower. Walked away, only be a single at this stage. Nugegoda certainly wouldn't mind conceding singles. They are doing that willingly. Such a dangerous man, such that like a struck one over long off region for a huge 6 previous over. I mean, you mentioned about firepower. With that sort of firepower, if they not go on to score 50 more runs from this point onward, they should be disappointed.
Yeah, this stage Sargent is quite comfortable rotating the strike and bringing Sachita Tilaka on strike. But this is one delivery after 15th over, so there will be a time that he will need to take on the bowlers as well. Shamu Ashan versus Jayatilaka. Quicker delivery outside the off stump. One thing for sure, Shamu Ashan is not going to give any slower balls to Sachita Jayatilaka. He will be looking to dart that ball around off stump. Gone, and gone a long way. I'm still quite not sure whether it came out of the middle of the bat, but that was in the slot.
He's a powerful lad. When he hits it, it stays hit. Goes a long way. And ideal man to have at this stage, doing the improvisation, keeping up the run rate. Once again, try to wind it up. Just a dab, gets a single, good going.
Yeah, that's good batting. Because only a few years ago, Sachita Jayatilaka was going hard at every delivery he faced. But right now, he's a bit more composed and calmer, and he's looking to use the situation. So the consistency, that's how you find your consistency, really. T20 batter, everyone expects you to score boundaries. Now, what would Sargent do?
You mentioned about different side of Sachita Jayatilaka's game. I think about a week back when they were needed. I'm talking about one-day game against Moors. He scored a valiant half century, put up a 100+ stand together with Lahiru Samarakon. So he's showing maturity, mixing his power with class. Couple quite easily taken.
Yeah, that's very good batting from Sargent. Weighed his shot towards that mid-wicket area. This is a batter who's got control over his bat speed. 137 for 5 after 16.
Bowlers so far had fairly even time. Samoa Shan picked up the bowlers 2 for 30, 7.5 and over. I thought Nimosh Vimukti a wicket and given away 6.5. The rest taken a bit of a tap, and Hakam and Sachindu picked up a wicket. Sachindu in particular, Gamini, he's been a revelation at LPL. Didn't play first few games, played for Gaul Gallants, eventually becoming the champions. They had Vijay Kant, Vyas Kant in their bowling ranks, but opted to go with Sachindu Columbage, and he did a fantastic job.
Yeah, he's in the reckoning these days, isn't he? Particularly with the wide ball format. Left arm orthodox. Straight back to the bowler. That was a bit too full. A foot shorter, he would have been able to get under that delivery. Jayatilaka is looking dangerous. over point, at least 2.
He's a good athlete, runs exceptionally well between the sticks. Rugby player, water polo player, a coach. So multi-talented individual such as Jayatilaka. He knew immediately 2 was available, coming back quite comfortably.
He'll be very disappointed with that Jayatilaka. Straight away, you could hear him. He wasn't a happy man. Half volley on the offside. There's a very fine line when you left arm orthodox bowling to someone like Sathya Jayatilaka, because the shorter side is on the onside. But once you give length and width outside the off stump, he does have the ability to hit over extra cover. So Shahrukh against the left arm orthodox. Goes and gets it fine. Wanted to hit it over a point, but got enough bat with the speed that Nimesh is offering at the moment. There you are. It was always going to be a boundary, wasn't it?
Ideal combination, mixing power with cheeky little touches. The result, end result that matters, gets a boundary, makes it a better over now. 7 runs with a couple of more deliveries remaining. He's demonstrating it's not all about power. Down the leg side and given a wide. Makes it even better now.
Yeah, these funny little games, Dhammika, between the batter and the bowler. Because he played that reverse hit, he was looking to bowl around that leg stump and overdid it, which resulted a wide. This time comes down the track.
As they say, little mind games within a game of cricket. Bowler tried to read the mind of the batter. Probably expected Shahrukh to continue playing that little reverse paddle. Wasn't the case. He's a smart chap.
Oh, this is interesting. Point goes back. Square leg inside the ring. Rahul Gunasekara from extra cover. He comes towards cover. Deep point becomes deep extra cover. So your guess is as good as mine. Dhammika, this ball, where is going to be? It's going to be a foot outside the off stump.
Could be towards our direction. Go straight. Makes it a big over. You mentioned few big overs will definitely lift their morale. And right now, such is the Jayatilaka. He's the destroyer. So much power, gets it straight behind the bowler.
Yeah, miss hit. Still went a long way, didn't it? Just a foot out. I'll tell you what, both those fielders will be very disappointed. They are looking at each other. Didn't really pick the flight of the ball. Resulted in another 4 runs. So suddenly, very healthy over. 3 overs, 1 for 26 for Nimesh. And that boundary brings 150 for Tamil Union with 3 to come.
Haha, 46 without even we are noticing 29 deliveries. And no surprises there. Such as the Jayatilaka doing the bulk of the scoring, doing the bigger damage. So they've got a couple of good overs. It's just a matter of getting 3 more in. Can they manage to do that? 46 runs just taken them. 29 balls came at a very good speed. Jayatilaka 25 of 16. Shahrukh 19. So fairly even contribution based on that graphic. 150 on the board. Tamil looking to improvise.
Yeah, with just the 3 overs to come, Dhammika, I think Shahrukh have 2 choices. Try and cover your stumps, bring that onside into play. Obviously, the field, you've got to understand that there's deep point and deep extra cover. Third inside the ring. Sampath is going to operate outside the stumps. So either you come across the stumps and bring that onside into play, or get a single and get Sachin Jayatillaka back on strike. He goes for the latter.
You're right about that. Good thing he's been picking up singles and rotating strike, not get stagnant, not chewing up deliveries. That's the most important part. He knows that Sachita, he'll do the job for him. Pace on offer. Jayatillaka likes it. Are we in for a big one? I'm particularly looking towards the scoreboard, but lately he's been hitting all around the park.
Now then, Sachin Jayatillaka, let's have a look at this field. There's chopping and changing all the time. Inside the ring, there is short fine leg and short square leg. You'll have to bowl that again. Then on the offside, you have basically cover and extra cover. So full and maybe off stump line.
Pressure telling on Sampath. If I'm the batter, I certainly wouldn't mind. There you go, wayward delivery. He went for a cutter, perhaps. That was way down the offside. Towards the scoreboard. Huge six.
It wasn't the easiest of deliveries to dispatch, but the bat speed and the strength. Have a look at this. It was a bit like a helicopter shot that you could call it, couldn't you? Yeah. Just a wrist. Not a lot of arm speed, but it's just amazing wrist.
Subtle wrist, just as you mentioned, to whip it off towards mid-wicket region. So far he's been picking up gaps quite well. And I'm starting to wonder whether he's looking at square leg region, backward square leg region. Any day of the week, please. Was there enough power? Fielder settles underneath, takes a very good catch. Never easy. Back paddling, sun in your face. Dangerous, such the walks back, but he done the damage.
Yeah, they'll be very happy. The Nugegoda camp. I know there's only a handful of deliveries to come, but getting rid of this man will minimize the damage. Spliced it really. Yeah, it was in the air for a very long time, a lot of hang time. Gunathilaka goes for 31. This is such the Gunathilaka goes for 31. Tamil Union 158 for 6.
One dangerous batsman walk in towards the dressing room. Another very dangerous one enters. Lahiru Samarakon, left-hander, designated striker. We mentioned about firepower. Tamil Union got plenty of them. Samarakon, strong to the onside in particular.
Bit of a miscued shot to start with. Yeah, that was a massive moment. It's a matter of 190 to 200 score to 170 to 180 score. So in terms of runs, someone like Sachin Jayatillaka, I mean, take nothing away from Sharun and Lahiru Samarakon, who are in the middle, but yeah, big difference. Going for the second one. That is a very soft throw. Samarakon is not the quickest these days, but took on the arm. There's a change now. Ryan Pires goes to deep mid wicket. Yeah, it's very important. It's not really the ability to field. You need to have fielders with strong arms at this point of the innings, because otherwise the batters will look to take the arm on, and that was a perfect example of it, that last delivery.
You said it right, absolutely right. He did the hard yards, but the throw wasn't a good one. Another push on the offside, only be a single. Sampath definitely wouldn't mind that. Good conclusion to a fairly decent over for Tamil Union. After 18, 162 for 6. And I'm also starting to think that track remains the same during the second essay. So there will be no changes. Hoping this one go right down to the wire. 2 more overs remaining. 12 deliveries to be precise. More of a touch player, Sharajan Shanmuganathan. Lahiru is the impact player, designated hitter.
So pace on from the new indoor nets side, or the end. Shanmuganathan. Now it's all about tactics, and at this stage of the innings you are looking to cover your stumps, bringing all the angles into play. But since the offside is the shorter side, he'll probably look to back away a little, hoping that the length will be on his favour, or in his favour. So they're well and truly on their way to get 180 plus.
I thought the wicketkeeper did really well there. Had to dive to his right side. Awkward delivery. Came off the bat, in fact. Well done. Could have easily gone past the wicketkeeper.
Yeah, those who are watching at home, you actually don't realize how hard that is, because the wicketkeeper normally goes with the line of the ball, and he is moving towards to his left. There's a little deviation, diving onto his right against the runner flow. Oh, bowled him. Shirad, in his final over, picks up his second wicket. Shanmuganathan sacrificing his wicket for a team cause.
So Abdul Hakam has been doing really well in terms of picking up wickets. Was expensive. These wickets are crucial. Shanmuganathan was looking good for a big one. He walks back 30 of 28. Hakam strikes for Nugegoda. This is what we've all spoken about, isn't it, Gamini? Batting depth. Ratnayaka is good enough to come in at number 7 to 9.
Yeah, I reckon the Tamil Union, the name list, pretty much all 11 can bat. Someone like Vihas Sevmika, in a red ball game, you will probably trust him to bat around that number 4, number 5. But here the situation requires power hitters, and Ratnayaka comes and goes off the first ball. Temidu Senaratne, good running catch.
Good pace, good anticipation. He expected that the batter will go for a cross-batted heave. Enough bounce. So very tough when you're coming straight away going after the bowling. Once again, got little big and also cramping the batsman up for room. Fielded as well. 8 down for 162 now. And interestingly, Hakam is on a hat-trick. We saw Vijay Kant, Bias Kant picking up a hat-trick few days back at R. Premadasa. coming in at number 10. Not something you often see. Very talented Vijaykanth Viyaskata was about to say. Yes, Vihas Teumika is batting in at number 11. Just goes to tell you the strength of Tamil Union batting stocks.
No, it's a situation these days. It's not so much technique or talent. Drives off the front foot into the gap. At least one. They'll be back for the second. There's a little knock on down there in the deep. Ratna. Yeah, it's a matter of sending the batters who can use the long handle. It's not the ability to bat. It's what you require. And this was the first, and then this was the second. In a matter of 2 balls. Wow. That can be very painful. Coming back for the second direct hit requires no.
Good cricket all round. I mean, struck powerfully. Bowler Abdul Hakam, powerful blow. I thought he did well there. 2 batters exchanging in for a couple.
That was humming. He did well to get his hand onto that one, I'll tell you. Of his follow through. The reaction time would have been 1/10 of a second, not even. Now, pace on outside the stumps, third inside the circle, huge risk.
Too much width provided. And there are no fielders at deep third. All you need, an edge to get it over the infield. Gets a vital boundary. I thought right throughout this innings, Nugegoda pulling things back really nicely by picking up wickets. 1 more to go, 170 for 8.
So final over of the day, or the innings. Lahiru targeted that onside, the shorter side. Back for the second. Sampath will have to be very careful. More than the line, I think he'll have to be mindful about the length. Because if you give any delivery for Samarakun to get under, that's going to get disappeared over those indoor nets, the foundation, cricket foundation nets.
Good effort down in the deep. Always good to see 110% commitment. Excellent piece of bowling underneath the bat. If he can bowl there 4 remaining deliveries, he's in for a good finish.
Well, the bowler will only hope. Pretty easy for us to say from the seat. The amount of things that go in your mind when you're out there in the middle, bowling the last over of the innings. 3 red dots in the final 12 balls. Oh, shot. It's exactly what I just said. He missed the length by 12 inches. Just 12 inches. That's all it made. The difference for him to get it under and go up and over.
Abdul Hakam trying to replicate the previous delivery. Got it wrong only slightly. Look at the result. Dangerous. Lahiru Samarakon dispatching that one away towards long on reach. Another 6. 3 more deliveries to come. 178 for 8. This time he was successful underneath the bat.
Yeah, it just shows the margins in this game. This time, like I said, 6 inches fuller. Perfect length. Since he's it's a mindset of the batter. Since he's targeting the leg side, that's a perfect delivery. If you had a batter who was playing the angles, he would have probably looked to hit that towards deep third. 2 to come. Oh, overcooked the length. Will he come back for the second? Throw is coming to the keeper's end and he's gone. Yeah, they won't mind about the run out, but at this stage it's getting Lahiru back on strike. So we are doing the right thing.
Can't blame Lahiru Samarkand going for that second run at this stage. He should be the man on strike. Now 9 down for 179. I thought by picking up regular wickets, Nugegoda pull things back really nicely. Here's another look. Fielder sends it a decent enough return and figure out the right end to go, which is the important fact. Final delivery. We mentioned 160 bare minimum. Now they've gone to 179 with the delivery remaining. Fairly even, Stephen, in terms of runs and wickets. Swing and a miss. Was there an edge? Another run out? Oh, it wasn't a run out, so the bowler took a little while longer than it should be. 181 it should be. 180 rather. So the target is 181 to win their 5th game on the trot. For Tamil Union, I'm referring 1-4. There you go, 181 to defend. 120 balls remaining. The tailenders did contribute good contributions by such as Jayatilaka. And all in all, both the teams fairly happy.
This was the final delivery. As a non-striker did the correct thing, Vyas Khan. Without actually getting rid of the ball, he thought, okay, I'll run myself. But Vyas Theumika made his ground, so 1 extra run.
Batting for Tamil Union, strong batting lineup, excellent starts. Sinead Jawardena 35 of 21. Nugegoda was looking dangerous, 20 of 10 deliveries. Thereafter, few wickets gone down. Vinod Bhanuka came in and did the resurrection. Sharujan Shanmuganathan, workman-like inning, 30 of 28. Such the Jayatilaka, raw power. Lahiru, 10 of 6. All in all, they are fairly happy. Just about the par score, 180 for 9 after 20 with the contribution of 6 extras.
Bowling for Nugegoda. Samu Hashan opened the bowling with his right arm off spin. He picked up 2 for 30. Shirad, he was trusted to bowl with the new ball as well as at the end. So there were 3 bowlers who picked up a wicket apiece. Sampath, Nimesh and Sachindu. But quite clearly you can say that Samu Hashan, given the responsibility to bowl in the first power play, bowled 3 of it. 2 for 30 was pick of the bowlers.
So that's how it panned out. 180. Tamil Union searching for their 5th consecutive victory. Nugegoda, their 2nd victory. It was a very good start. Dabare picking up timely boundaries just like that. And bit of a slash. Fielder does the rest. Then Vinod Bhanuka joins in and picking up. That was Sinead Jawardena rather. Very aggressive by nature. That's his dismissal. Bit of a wild hoik, sliced it away. Fielder does the rest. Jawardena kept going. After the dismissal of Paranavitana, that's his dismissal. Got big on him. Tamidu, not too many runs. That's a superb shot by the skipper. Another one straight down the ground. He was looking very dangerous. He's been picking up boundaries at will just before that happened. Excellent piece of glove work. Brought in Sachin Jayatilaka, such a dangerous striker, making it so easy. That whip over mid-wicket. That's his dismissal. Trying to get that on over extra cover region. Good catch by Pulindu Pereira. Shanmuganathan, 30. Nugegoda Sports and Welfare. They've been picking up regular wickets, put brakes on scoring. That's the dismissal of Lahiru Samarakon. So at the end of their innings, fairly even, Steven. 181 is the target, 120 deliveries. Exciting chase coming up your way. What you'll do right now is take a short break. On the other side, the chase comes your way. Welcome back to NCC Grounds, Colombo 7, looking picturesque, very pleasant morning I should say. Nugegoda taking on Tamil Union. Nugegoda deciding to bowl first. I thought they've done a decent job. Tamil Union, considering their batting strength, looking good to go beyond 200. We've seen that happen few occasions. The likes of SSE going past 230 during this tournament. It was a good track, but they kept on picking up wickets. That was the all-important part. Brisk start, Jayawardena 35, Dabare 20. Minod joins in with 27. Classic Shanmuganathan with 30, and Sachita, useful contributions from Lahiru. But looking at the way things panned out, I thought, considering their batting strength, their batting power, very strong arsenal, they probably fell short by 20 runs. We'll find that out. Hakam, 3 for 34, expensive but timely wickets. Samwashan, 2 wickets up at the top. Sampath joining in with a wicket but conceded 10 and over. Vinushka very expensive, 15, and Dilshan went for 12 and over. It's a stiff ask. 181 is the target. But they are up against a very strong bowling attack. The likes of Vijay Kant, Vyas Kant, Navot Paranavitarna, he's been doing so well. Such as the Jayatilaka, very good. He's been having an outstanding tournament altogether in 50-over version as well as in T20s. So they are a very, very tough team to topple. The likes of Thandu Ratnayaka. As Ruvin Silva joins alongside me, very exciting chase on the cards.
A very good morning to all the viewers. Very good morning, Dhammika. Lahiru Davatake and Pulindu Pereira to open the innings for Nugegoda. Seems like Lahiru Samarkon will start the proceedings for Tamil Union.
Pulindu Pereira from Dharmaraja played for Sri Lanka under 19s. Highly rated opening batter. Dasher likes to score his runs very, very quickly. Very dangerous up at the top. He scored few outstanding centuries playing under 19 international cricket. Now he's been turning up for Nugegoda for a couple of years. Plenty of experience. Today it's the ideal opportunity. Very good track against a strong team. This is the time to make a mark. He considered as, all format player, very capable of playing the bigger innings in longer version. But today, it'll be a tough ask. We are in for an exciting chase. At least I'm expecting this one to go down to the final over.
And it's Thandu Ratnayaka to continue the proceedings for Tamil Union. A guy who can bowl with these both arms. Played 2 test matches for Sri Lanka during the Bangladesh tour. But he's known for his wide ball cricket as well. On the other hand, we have Lahiru Davatake. He's also in a really good form. Got a triple century in the under-23 tournament.
The first ball. Gently pushed away straight to the fielder you mentioned about. Lahiru Davatake played for St. Peter's. He's also been a part of Sri Lanka under-19s. So plenty of ex-Sri Lanka under-19 players now representing their team. That's Pulindu Pereira. Off the back foot. This time he pierced the gap. No need to run. This being the speciality when it comes to Pulindu Pereira. Very elegant, effortless. Gets the first boundary.
It was too short. Created that width for himself. A little bit of room was offered. Pulindu Pereira played it through the gap of offside. 4 runs for Pulindu to start his innings.
That's nice, but straight to the fielder at short extra cover region. Strong offside field. This man particularly strong on the offside. Took a very good catch, Thandu Ratnayaka. Not too many runs with the bat. His all-round prowess. It's time to make an amends. Likes to make a little bit of room outside the off stump. Played straight at the same fielder.
Pulindu Pereira, he's an explosive batter who loves to take on bowlers. Tanu Ratnagar to continue. This time, again try to cut it through the gap of point region, but didn't find the bat properly.
Yes, they've scored a boundary. 3 dot deliveries. Strong comeback by experienced chap Tanu Ratnagar, not providing room. Little uneasy at the moment. Pulindu likes to make a little bit of room outside the O stump, just as mentioned, strong through extra cover region. Quicker, flatter, going for it, and a direct hit. Oh, that was very, very close. He set it off for a single. Could be his lucky day.
It was a close goal, and that's the end of the first over. A good over from Tanu Ratnagar, just conceding 5 runs only. Tanu Kudapare was the fielder. Lahiru Samarakon to continue from the swimming pool, and a good all-rounder who can bat, who can bowl, a good fielder as well. Lahiru Samarakon.
Someone who's not afraid bringing on variation right from the first ball itself. Very clever being in the scene. That's the run-out opportunity. Setting off immediately. Very close. That's as close as it gets. Narrow escape, I can tell you that. Pulindu Pereira was under pressure. Few dot balls immediately. Someone who cannot be kept tied down for a long period. So that aspect of the game, he should be resurrect. Samarakon. Sounds really nice, but straight to the fielder. Doesn't have to move an inch. Couple of meters to either side would have been a boundary.
It was too full from Lahiru Samarakon. Pulindu Pereira loves it there. He loves the ball when it's full. Loves to take on bowlers. Lahiru Samarakon, a strong lad, a well-built fast bowler. This time it was too full, and get the prize. Got the big fish of Pulindu Pereira. This is a great start from Lahiru Samarakon.
Perfect Yorker does the trick for Lahiru Samarakon. He was shaping up for a big booming drive before he thinks. Right underneath. Wow. Just couldn't have asked for a better start. That reaction tells a story. Excellent start for Tamil Union.
Pulindu Pereira taking that long walk back. Just 5 runs of 8 deliveries. A brilliant start to Tamil Union. The new batter comes into the middle. Young Rehan Pires from Royal College. Still in his early days. Played for Sri Lanka under 19s. Still in his early days. This will be a tough task for young Rehan Pires against experienced Lahiru Samarakon.
Very talented and tall lad. Built like a fast bowler, long levers. Nicely put away, but straight to the fielder. They've been struggling for placement. They get it out of the meat of the bat, but straight to the fielder on few occasions now. Just 5 runs. Lahiru Samarakon, street smart cricketer. Been in the scene for a long time. Take a look at it. He probably, roll his fingers over as well. He was shaping up for a big one. Right in the block hole. Nicely played, but straight to the fielder. You mentioned about Rehan Pires. Very talented, of course. leading Royal College team during the recently concluded big match. Very highly regarded.
Yeah, of course, a promising young talent from Royal College. Still in his early days in this first-class system. And it's a great opportunity for Rehan as well. Batting at number 3. This time, he goes over extra cover. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. And into the rope. This is a good start from Rehan Pires. A good intent as well. Intent was very clear. Fielders were inside the circle. And he just went after it.
Much needed boundary under the circumstances. Pressure was building. Lovely, isn't it? Opening the bat face to get the placement. Enough bat to get it all the way. This is the stage for you to play those sort of shots. Got plenty of fielders inside the yard circle. You see deep point and deep square leg. That's even better. Stand and admire. Exquisite looking cover drive through extra cover region. Nobody moved.
Look at that piece of a shot. Rehan Pires just smashed it through the gap of offside. It was too full from Lahiru Samarakon. And Rehan Pires played it beautifully through the gap of offside. And that's the end of second over. Nugegoda 13 for 1.
Straightforward equation, 168 of 108. They need boundaries, especially during the first power play. They'll be eyeing to score something around 60, if not 70. But ideally, without conceding too many wickets. They've already lost a wicket. They don't want to be in a situation where they've lost 4, maybe 5 wickets at the halfway mark. Lahiru Dawatake, he was enjoying the proceeding at the other end. This is the first time he's on strike. Straight away, going for a big booming square cut, finds a field.
Tanu Ratnagar, during last over, he was bowling with his right arm. Now he has changed to his left arm because the right hand is batting. Pitch up shot. This time, chance for run out. Not a good throw from the field out there. It was Sharujan, I guess. Yeah, it is Sharujan Shammuganathan. Not a good throw from him. Should have been a better throw.
Played that one really hard, but straight at the field. Setting up for a single would have been curtains. Oh, that wasn't too far away from the off stump. Millimeters, I can tell you. He's under pressure right now. Just faced 3 deliveries. Ooh.
It came back sharply. It was Lahiru Dawatake. Tanu Ratnagar, he can bring the ball back into the right-hander with the arm. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. So far, a brilliant over. Again, this time, made some room for himself and played it over point. 4 runs for Lahiru Dawatake, and he off the mark.
Runs aren't coming. He decided enough is enough, taken the aerial route. Very smart cricket. I mean, intention, excellent. Execution, even better. Good. Now he feels comfortable. Down the track, gets a single, goes to the other end, completes a very decent over. 3 done, 18 for 1.
Lahiru Samarakon to continue from the swimming pool end. Got a wicket in the previous over as well. Lahiru Dawatake and Rehan Pires on strike. A decent start for both batters out there. Still warming up themselves. Only 2 fielders outside the circle during the power play. It's a good advantage for the batters out there. Comes down the track and played it over extra cover. And 1 bounce, 2 bounce into the rope.
I mentioned tall lad, long levers, using them to good effect. That's a fabulous shot. Shot with great deal of authority. He's right into the pitch of the delivery. Ha! Opened the bat face to get the placement once again. Very successful so far. Wasn't too far away. Probably gone all the way. Got very nearly. Oh, that's nice. Wait there for a picture. Enough room outside the off stump. Oh, that's lovely. Little shimmy down the track. The momentum forward. Lovely high elbow. Elegant.
This is brilliant batting from Nugegoda. Not much of foot movement in that. Just using his hands. This is brilliant from Nugegoda. Straight away putting Lahiru Samarakone under pressure. 2 consecutive boundaries for Lahiru. A brilliant start to the over.
It's important they get close to 10, if not exactly 10 and over. Thinking about scoring at least 50 runs inside first power play. Mandatory. Otherwise, chasing down 180 becomes very, very hard. Too much to catch up. Then they can think of, how many they can get by the end of the 10th. Through the onside, straight to the fielder. That was well timed.
Good batting from Nugegoda. This time he was trying to go over mid-wicket but couldn't time that properly. Decent start for Nugegoda as well. 26 off. Just losing 1 wicket after 3.3 overs. Only 2 fielders outside the circle. A deep cover. Comes down the track again and whacked it through the gap of extra cover. Another boundary for Nugegoda. This is absolute carnage from Nugegoda. Brilliant batting.
When you hit it this well, there's no need of running. He knew from the moment he got it out of the blade, that was a boundary. 4 written all over it. Serious momentum, 3 boundaries in this over. Now they're getting close to 10 and over.
Great start from Nugegoda. 17 of 10 deliveries. 2 more deliveries to come in this over. Already got 12 runs in this over. 3 boundaries coming in. Again a little shimmy down the track. But it was too wide outside the off stump. And it's a wide as well.
One would argue a harsh call because the batter lunging forward, moving outside the off stump, but the umpire will have to take the position into consideration at the point of delivery. So fair call. Another extra run to the total, 31 for 1. That wasn't too far away from the stumps. Slower delivery, variation working.
Nugegoda, he always loves to make some room for himself, coming down the track. This time it was a slow delivery, beaten by the pace. Good thinking from Lahiru Samarakone as well. It's a battle between 2 Lahirus, Damiga.
Got it right. Nugegoda marching ahead, gets a single, completes an outstanding over. Much needed one. Real impetus to the run rate after 432 for 1. You need few big overs to chase down 180. Singles and twos to keep up the momentum. There will be loose stuff on offer from time to time, even from the best of bowlers. And skipper Vinod Bhanuka, he's been proactive, bringing in changes. If I'm not mistaken, that's Parnavithana. Had a fantastic tournament so far with the ball, especially with the bat in hand. Second leading run scorer, not too many runs, of course, today.
Now Parnavithana comes into the attack. A very handy operator. Left arm spinner. Comes from the SSC end. This time again. Tried to make some room for himself. Couldn't make the bat properly. He's coming back for the second run. Made it comfortably, Lahiru Dawatake, but
that one hit him back of his head. Right now, he looks to be under pain. That part of the helmet, it's underneath the helmet, exposed. Very unfortunate. He looks all right, but certainly under intense pressure. We're hoping that there's nothing serious. Immediate medical attention being given. That's a throw, a powerful one, obviously. Oof, that's very painful, I can tell you.
I hope he's okay, Lahiru Dawatake. Medicals taking care of him at the moment. Look at that, it was painful for sure.
These days you have headgears with a padding around the same area, but the headgear Lahiru Dawatake wearing, no such protection, makes it even more painful for young lad. And right now we can see immediate attention being given, plenty of eyes. He looks all right. That's the most important part. Could have been worse.
Yeah, exactly, hopefully. Seems like he's okay. Lahiru Dawatake. He's a strong lad, but it was painful. The medicals are taking care of him at the moment. Nugegoda, a good start to the run chase. 34, just losing 1 wicket.
Sort of a blow, you feels your ears ringing for a brief period, few minutes at least. Very steady start. Once again, Vyaskamp with a throw. He basically intercepted. It was into Vinod Bhanuka's gloves without any doubts, but he's focusing on completing the second run, so he's not going to slow down. Unfortunate, but he looks all right. Nothing serious. Nugegoda Sports and Welfare Club 34 for 1 at the end of 4.1 overs. Lahiru Dawatake, who's on 20. He's the one controlling things out there in the middle for Nugegoda. And Rehan Pires struck a couple of scintillating looking boundaries. Both the right-handers looking outstandingly good. It's about continuation. We mentioned inside first power play, they're going to need close to 60. So if they manage to do that, well and truly on way, just 16 runs short. They got 5 more deliveries remaining in this 5th over. So they've given themselves a good opportunity.
That's a good news. Lahiru Dawatake is all right. He's back in the middle. Back at it, hunting for runs. 20 of 13 deliveries so far. A good start for Lahiru Dawatake. Got a painful hit a couple of balls ago.
Made a little bit of room outside the off stump. Pierce the gap, not going to go all the way. Well done, big man, diving, saving a couple.
Brilliant fielding from Sachin Tilaka. A strong lad, a good diving into his forward, a good stop from Sachin Tilaka. Look at that. The strong lad. That's good feeling, really good feeling. That's the type of commitment you need from your fielders. Again, another quick single for Lahirudavata.
At this stage, as a bowler, Navoth Paranavithana is concentrating on not conceding boundaries. He's given offside-oriented field, plenty of fielders inside the inner ring. Down the leg side, a slider, nothing much. So they've taken 5 runs without taking any risks.
Good bowling from Navoth Paranavithana, keeping it tight. This time down on one knee. Goes through the gap of square leg and fine leg. And 4 runs for young Rehan Pires. This is quality batting from the youngster.
He felt the necessity of picking up a boundary, knew the importance of utilizing the field, played the field beautifully well. Because there are no fielders. He knew immediately, it's just a matter of getting it above the fielder. 4 more runs, much needed 1. So makes it a better over, already 9 runs off. Oh, played straight at the bowler. And Navoth Paranavithana, not the sort of a fielder who's going to miss out. He was looking very promising. 1 too many.
It was a soft dismissal. Straight back to the field. Straight back to the bowler. Navoth Paranavithana. Never going to miss that. It was a soft dismissal. He was trying to go over bowler's head. But found the bowler. And that's the end of young Rehan Pires' short innings. Got a couple of boundaries. Rehan Pires goes after scoring 12 of 7 deliveries.
Just like Nugegoda Sports and Welfare, now Tamil Union doing the same thing, pulling things back by picking up wickets. A couple of wickets being taken. I thought run rate is all right, but always it's about maximizing the first power play. 6 more deliveries remaining. I mentioned anything close to 60 would be ideal, but they'll settle for anything less. Right now, Sam Warshan is into the crease, a prolific striker. Here you go, the bowling change. Everyone expecting Vyaskant. Right through everything. In between bat and the pad, right through the legs of the wicketkeeper. 4 additional runs. And Nugegoda certainly wouldn't mind. Kamini joins alongside me once again.
Yeah, that was a very good start for Vyaskant. I don't think the batter picked the wrong one. Vinod Bhanuka may have. He was a fraction late to get onto it, so. Oh, that is a long hop. Yeah. Don't expect to get away with those kind of deliveries. As you can see, Vyaskant is just indicating that, you know, it's very hot and humid these days, and you can have sweaty palms, and as a wrist spinner. Yeah, that was way too short, wasn't it? And it's a short part of it, short part of the ground, ground, NCC towards the clubhouse end. So 10 runs off the first 2 deliveries. 4 byes and a 6 to start with. Another short one. Couldn't make use of it.
He was anticipating it, isn't it? First delivery, slider, went through everything, and he was anticipating the same delivery. Googly. Read that one well off the hands, well off the track. Was given the second opportunity of picking up a boundary, but probably given, tried to hit it too hard. Worked away straight to the fielder. Only be a single.
Good Vijay, good Vijay.
No run taken. A short fine leg, short square leg. Oh, my goodness gracious me. He's had a very ordinary start, V.S. Kant. Still looking to brush his fingers on the surface. 4 short ones. Normally you don't see V.S. Kant bowling shorter length. Got good control for a wrist spinner. Another one. Oh, that one into the hands. It's a cruel game at times. Sometimes you can bowl well and not have wickets, but you bowl a 6:30 delivery, that you could call it, and you still pick up a wicket.
Trapper said the mistake Laharu Davatage made was he fined the fielder. Just maybe by trying to hit it too hard. 2 previous delivery right there for him to pick up a boundary, at least a couple of runs. But put himself under pressure, ending up finding the fielder. He perishes for 29 of 20 deliveries. Here's another look. Just a single fielder on the onside.
Shargam fielding at deep mid wicket. Yeah, normally all the wicket keepers are good fielders, and Shargam is no different. So Lahiru, 29 of 21. Suddenly, Nugegoda have lost 2 wickets in 2 overs. They are 51 for 3.
Samuashan on strike for the first time. These 2 spin bowlers, Nawat Paranavitana and Vijaykanth Vyaskanth, they've been picking up wickets. And Vyaskanth, with that wicket, climb up the ladder as the top wicket taker in this tournament. Before that, he picked up 9 wickets, including that hat-trick against Police. Worked away and gets a single, gets off the mark. Samuashan, if needed, he can be a very dangerous striker.
Yes, suddenly you got 2 relative. Vinushka Silva, the right-hander. Ideally, at this stage, you will prefer left-hand, right-hand combination because one side is only 58 yards. It's on the back foot. Yeah, nowadays another bowler that's who's been trusted to bowl the full quarter of overs in every game. Left-arm orthodox. This was that last wicket. He could have picked any spot if he wanted to, really. That had enough time and length. Just couldn't time it. And the rest was done by Shamgunathan. So, there we have another look. Again, quickish. Like I said, Damot Paranathan is very quick through the air. His stock ball is around that 85 k's mark. So as a batter, you don't really have a lot of time to come down the track. Doesn't generate a lot of turn. Just rely. Oh, nicely placed. Good hands, those. Didn't try to overhit it. Just looking for the gap. Shamu Hashan opens up his boundary count.
That's a nice shot. Didn't try to hit it too hard. He only worried about getting the placement. Take a look at it. Nice angle of the bat coming down the line of the delivery. Enough power. That'll do it. Makes it a better over. 7 runs off after 7:58 for 3. As we are looking at the equation, 123 of 78, it's getting tougher by the minute. Gamini, when you compare 2 innings, you're starting to notice just about following the same pattern. Despite scoring quick runs, they've been losing wicket. 3 to be precise for Nugegoda at the moment.
Yeah, the conditions favor the batter, so I don't think 180 is out of their reach. It's just that they need a couple of good partnerships. Yeah, 3 wickets doesn't help, but 58 off 7 is a tick under 9 runs per over. That's what they started with, needing 9 per over. So, yeah, 3 wickets. Again, Vyashkant. This time he gets his length right. Often, even at this stage, it happens to the best. Vyashkant is right up there when it comes to wrist spinners in the country, and it's amazing how he just couldn't get his length right in his first over. It's due to the fact that sometimes delivering it a bit too late. The perfect length. It doesn't take a long time for a talented player like Vyashkant to correct himself, which he has done in this over.
When batters trying to get aggressive, it works in your mind. Now the leg side must have touched something. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. Came off the pads, it seemed. So he's been very economical so far, despite conceding that boundary. Picked up a wicket, always helps. Just as I mentioned, Garmini, aggressive intent, so important. Came off the inside edge, it seems.
That's the only thing that saved him. I don't think he's reading the ball off the hand, Shamu Hashan. Vyashkant can be a very cunning customer. Fiddle around with his variations. There is the front of the hand, slider again. So this is a much better over in terms of the length from Vyashkant. Just 2 off the bat and a leg by. Goes for a big shot, just came the inside part of it. So that's a single to finish. 4 off the second. Nugegoda suddenly, their momentum is starting to dip down a touch. 62 for 3.
Looking at a fast reaching the midway mark. Equation looks daunting right now. Getting close to 11, 12. With 12 more overs remaining. Never ideal. Sachita is into the attack. He's a bit of a slider. Not extracting too much of spin off the surface. Very quickish.
Yeah, 2 different types. Vyashkant and Sachita. Runs his fingers over the seam. Oh, short. Could have done a bit more than that. Straight to the fielder. Yeah, normally to generate spin, you need that delivery point is very important. Normally, conventional leg spinners deliver that ball around that 10-30, 11. Slightly squarish arm. But here, he's just around 11-13. Right over his head. It's in the gap. Might be a chance for the second now. Shamu Hashan is very casually scamping off for another single.
And I'm also starting to notice they've been given few half trackers, not utilizing them to good effect. Conceded a wicket of a half tracker such as Jayatilaka. It's been a very useful player. There you go, only a single. So, very quiet period for Nugegoda Sports and Welfare. That'll do. They certainly wouldn't mind conceding singles and twos. Right at this stage, they are worried about conceding boundaries. Required run rate already jumped up to 10.21. The moment it goes past 12, that's when strange things happen. Very good over, just 5 runs, 9 gone, 67 for 3. There you go, pretty similar. At this stage, Tamil Union lost 4 wickets. Break in momentum. Same goes with Nugegoda. 67 for 3. You know, no steady going. Few iffy periods here and there. 114 of 66. This is getting tougher and tougher.
They started this run chase needing 9 runs per over. So suddenly it has climbed up to, well, the current rate is 7.44. The required rate is 10.45. So this might be the partnership that they're looking for. Vinushka and Samu Ashan. The only thing is that they can't just keep on picking up singles of every delivery, because suddenly the requirement is about a boundary every over. You can't fall too far behind the 8 ball when you're chasing a totalizer. There you are. He goes for a big one, and in the gap, just cleared extra cover. Samu Ashan gets his boundary count underway.
Samu Ashan probably listening to Gamini Pereira. Much needed. Exactly what the doctor ordered. A boundary to keep up the momentum. Did superbly well over extra cover region. No risks. Coming down the track towards the same direction. Fielded as well. Only a single. Very important. You picked up a 6. 2 singles. 3 deliveries. Already 8 runs. That'll do it. Off the back foot. Fielder did fairly well.
Fielder did well, but I'll tell you what, the bowler was very lucky to get away with it. Short outside the off stump. But had ample time to put it in the gap. Goes across this time. So final delivery to come. Yeah, at this stage, 8 runs per over is just about par that you will be looking for, but they'll have to get around at least 2 to 3 overs around that 14-15 mark if they want to stay in the hunt. Once again, shaping up for a big shot, Samu Ashan. Didn't have the timing. Good finish after conceding 7 off the first 2. Just the 2 of the next 4. So 76 for 3. Tamil Union, well, they got their colors mixed up. Tamil Union is in green. Nugegoda, 2 buildings. Satish Jaisilaka, just the 5 off his first over. Again, just a single onto the onside as Rubin Silva joins me. Yeah, you got to trust your skills, Rubin. You know, you can't just be complacent and think that, okay, I'll try and tick the scoreboard over and try and take it to the end and look for boundaries. But this run rate is climbing ever so slightly after every ball. That's a terrific shot. Probably the shot of the match. What a magnificent shot. Now have a look at this, Rubin. This is what you call a perfect lofted shot. As he takes the first step, the bat goes high above the shoulder, comes down through the line, releasing your wrist.
It's a brilliant shot against the spin of Satish Jaisilaka. This time just another single came into him this time. A good start for Shammu Ashan, 24-15 deliveries. On the other hand, Vinushka struggling a bit. Just 8 of 12 deliveries so far. This time it was too short. Just another single for Vinushka. A healthy over so far for Nugegoda. 9 runs coming in the first 4 deliveries.
Yeah, this is about the time that Shammugan and started the Tilaka were batting for Tamil Union. Shammuganathan was looking to give the strike. I think you need to get Vinushka to play a similar role, whereas Ashan will be looking for boundaries and you try and be as productive as possible. So 9 of this over. Will he keep the strike? Yeah. So 10 off, 86 for 3.
Eleven overs completed. Nugegoda 86 for 3. Tanidu Ratnayaka is about to continue from the swimming pool end. Completed 2 overs, none for 10 so far. This nice partnership building as well. Gamini 35 or 10 deliveries. Vinushka rotating the strike, and at the other hand, Shammu Ashan taking the charge.
Yeah, they'll need to continue to do this the next 3-4 overs. But they can't fall back on this boundary count. This is Tanju Ratnaka these days. He's against the right hand, he goes with the left arm orthodox, and against the left hander, he goes with the right arm off spin. Look, it's a handy ability to have, particularly in the white ball cricket. What? I don't think he's got used the speed yet. Vinushka, a lot of mistimed strokes from him. You're basically coming to that stage of the innings where you need your batting partner also to look for a boundary. So, Ashan, every time when Vinushka goes through an over without joining the party, that adds a lot of responsibility. Now, will he go for a big one? All along the ground.
Just a single for Shammu Ashan. Gamini, there were a lot of arguments, especially when a bowler who can bowl with both arms, before bowling with the other hand, they have to inform the umpire. The bowler started to argue, if a batter can do the other thing, they try to play some reverse sweep, some shift hits.
Lairu Samarkand does well. Definitely saved at least 2 runs for his team. Yeah, I think it's a norm that you need to tell the umpire, but everyone, like it's like a mere formality these days. Ratnayaka, what he does, and I have never seen him bowling left arm orthodox against a left-hander.
Scoreboard affairs out there.
Yeah, both players enjoying it out there, and so is the umpire. Saw the funny side of it. Two.
It's always an amazing ability to have for a bowler. When the left hander is there, Tanu Ratnayaka rolls his right arm. The right hander is there, he rolls his left arm. An amazing ability. This time again, pitch is short. Goes through the gap of point region and found the boundary. This is excellent batting from Shammu Ashan. Another 4 runs for Nugegoda.
He just spoiled the over, didn't it? Up until that time, it was all Tanidu Ratnayaka, and suddenly Shammu Ashan hanging on the back foot. Valiant effort from the fielder at cover point. Now with Patir Vitana, Varna Vitana. So after 12, It can go either way. 96 for 3.
And this is the batting guard of Nugegoda Sports Club. Started with Pulindu and Lahiru Davadage. Lahiru got into a good start but couldn't make into a big one. And then young Rehan Pires got just 12 runs. And currently Shammu Ashan and Venushka in the middle. Shammu Ashan playing a really good hand.
Ratnayaka already bowled 3 overs. Surprisingly, Lahiru Samarakon went for a few in his first over. Now 3 overs, Vyas Khan 2, Sachita. So those are the spinners that will have to do the bulk of the work if they want to go on and defend this 180 on the board. So 5, 41 and 51. 45 run stand for the 4th wicket. As Jayatilaka continues. Go straight. Oh, well done, Tavindu Senaratne. One thing that he has improved in his game, Tavindu Senaratne, not only the fielding, he gets across the ground pretty quickly compared to 3-4 years ago. So he's done a bit of work, hasn't he? He has shed a few kilos and suddenly he looks like he's moving like a gazelle.
Exactly, Gavin. He has lost few kilos as well. Looks fit. A strong lad. Moving really well. Sachita Jayatilaka to continue. Made some room for himself. Just another single for Shammu Ashan. One thing I noticed in Shammu Ashan is he's always very busy in the crease. He's always trying to use those angles, trying to make some room for himself. Isn't it, Gamini?
Yeah. Former Anand, the captain, Shammu Ashan. This former Tomian captain, Jayatilaka. Wow, wild heave. See, that's another thing that he will have to probably find to improve his game. Venushka at the moment, the quickest leg spin, he's looking to belt it against it all the time. I haven't seen him moving around the crease and looking to help the speed a lot. Another dot.
This is building pressure for Nugegoda. And good over from Sachita Jayatilaka so far. This is the replay. He was just trying to make some room for himself. Try to do something different. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. This time, easy single towards leg side for Venushka. We were talking about how Shammu Ashan using the crease and using the angles, rotating the strike well. That's what a good batter would do. Try to use the pace.
Yeah, now let's see whether these 3 balls faced by Venushka will have any effect on Shammu Ashan's decision making. Suddenly no boundary in the over. Final delivery. Wisely done. Keep the strike. The boundary that you missed out on this in this over, try and get it in the next. 100 comes with that single.
Nugegoda, after 13 overs, 100 for 3. This is what Nugegoda needs to get within 42 deliveries. They need 81 runs to win this match.
Yeah, the difference is 41. So that's Shammu Ashan's language. That's 7 hits. You get 7 hits, you get 42. So you have 6 overs to get those 7 hits. Right. He'll target this over. Surprising.
Vyas Khan to continue from the swimming pool end. Has bowled pretty decently so far. Let's see. Yeah, it was clearly going down the leg. Another small dab towards third man region and another single for Shammu Ashan.
Yeah, good contest this. Vyas Khan showcasing all his variations. That one, Shammu Ashan was looking to back away and penetrate that offside field, but he didn't read the googly. That spun sharply from outside the off stump back towards the middle stump. So now this is a very vital moment. Venushka, what he's going to do? Yeah, he has to do it. He has to do it. He has to join the party. Maybe not one, maybe 2 or 3 in this over.
Down on one knee, goes after Viyaskant. I think it was the right option to take. He's going after Viyaskant. A good catch from the pavilion as well.
Bolt it.
This time, a good comeback from Viyaskant.
Yeah, very brave Viyaskant after getting hit over mid-wicket. Sometimes the bowler might think he's looking to go the same way and the bowl the leg spin, but wasn't. It was a googly. Just falls in front. Shanmuganathan feeling at deep mid-wicket. So final ball. Will Shammu Ashan try and eye that short side of it towards the pavilion and make the over that they require, a 14-15 run over.
This time another dot delivery. And that's the end of 14th over. 8 runs coming in that over. Nugegoda 108 for 3. Sachita Jayatilaka will continue from the SSC, and it's a nice partnership so far. 57 of 48 deliveries. 6 more overs to go in this match. Will decide who will win this very important match. Venushka 20 of 22 deliveries. Sachita Jayatilaka will continue. Comes down the track, straight into the bowlers and dropped it.
Yeah, good effort from Satya Jayatilaka. That was travelling. He had 1, 2, 3. Oops, she goes. That has got the distance. Senaratna is under it and comfortably taken. Well, he had to take a decision there, Vinushka. Satya Jayatilaka strikes. He could have had the wicket the ball before, didn't he? Yeah, Vinushka, I think 23 balls, 20 wasn't going to make the cut.
Exactly, Vinushka had to do something different. He goes aerial and found the fielder had long gone. A comfortable catch for Tevindu Senaratna. And that's the end of Vinushka's short stay. Just 20 of 24 deliveries. Pulled by Sachita, caught by Tevindu. Nugegoda just lost their 4th wicket. Shammu Hassan still going strong. 36 of 26 deliveries. And the new batter walks into the middle. It's going to be a tough task for Nugegoda to continue it from here. The captain Rahul Gunasekara is in the middle. A good batter who can hit the long ball. Right-hand batter. They need some few hits from Rahul Gunasekara to tally that balls.
Rahul Gunasekara, the right-hander, the skipper. Can he lead from the front and try and see his side over the line here? Drive straight to extra cover. Incidentally, the man who's behind the stumps, who's close to him, he just hit a 6 straight onto his vehicle. So don't know whether there'll be a word or two. You must be saying you better pay for it, mate. Well, single, he gets his innings underway, but this has been a very good over. This was Vinushka's dismissal. Tevindu Senaratna. Reverse pockets. Oh, sad 6 from the moment it left the bat. That's the longest of all. We had the NCC car park in play. That nearly SSC car park came in the game in that one.
Yeah, exactly, Gavin. And actually, during the break, I went down to the car park and I saw Rahul Gunasekaran's car. It was slightly damaged. And this time, Shammu Ashan trying to damage a car in the SSC car park, I guess. Again, trying to make some room for himself. Straight to the deep extra cover fielder. And that's the end of 15th over. Nugegoda 116 for 4. This is what Nugegoda is looking after. 65 runs of 30 deliveries. A difficult task, I would say. Only 6 wickets remaining. Shammu Ashan is in the middle, playing really well.
Hitting almost 14 and over, which is very, very tough. They have 6 wickets in hand. They're going to need plenty of such blows, like the one we just saw from Ashan. I mean, he just spanked it away right over the long off fielder into the SSC car park. But they're going to need plenty of those. At least a couple of boundaries per over is a must.
Lahiru Samarakone is back. Bowled just 2 overs, 22 for 1. It's an interesting time to get back with Lahiru Samarakone. He's going to bowl the 16th over, very crucial one. Shammu Ashan on strike, 43 of 28. This time low full toss, guided it nicely towards the third man region. Just another single for Shammu Ashan.
Good piece of bowling there, got the protection down at deep point region. Not exactly deep third man. So provided room outside the off stump, which means directing the batter to go towards that direction. Which is exactly what Shammu Ashan could do. Got another single, get off strike. Skipper, it'll be interesting to see his approach.
Another full delivery, a slow delivery as well. This is good bowling from Lahiru Samarakone. This is what you have to do. You have to do a little bit of variations when you are especially bowling at this stage of the game. You have to have that game awareness. You have to read the batter's mind as well. Shammu Ashan on 44. 4 more deliveries to go in this over. Another full delivery, whacked through the gap of extra cover. Another 4 runs for Shammu Ashan. This is brilliant batting from Shammu Ashan. Got that gap between extra cover field and deep cover. It was too full, it was there to hit. Brilliant batting from Shammu Ashan. He's on to 48. Just 2 runs short from his half century. Shammu Ashan is playing a gem of innings for Nugegoda at the moment. Look at that strike rate, 160. 3 sixes, 3 fours. Brilliant batting from Shammu Ashan. Look at his stance, Dambiga. He has changed his stance as well. Opened his body.
Requirement of the hour. Another one struck firmly, gets it through the infield. 4 written all over it. Shammu Ashan pressing the accelerator. What a fine half century.
A brilliant half century from Shammu Ashan. Again, a low full toss. This is not good bowling from Lahiru Samarakone. 4 fours, 3 sixes. Got the 50 within 31 deliveries. Brilliant batting from Shammu Ashan.
That was the hour to be hit. Asking for trouble. In this mode, at this stage, Shammu Ashan certainly not going to miss out which is exactly what he demonstrated. 10 runs. We mentioned they've reached a stage where they need at least a couple of boundaries. They've got that. It's just about maximizing 2 remaining deliveries. Get a single. He'll remain in strike. This will be the final delivery where Rahul is facing. He should be go on the lookout for a boundary. No other options left. Already a very good over. They got to make it even bigger.
Can they finish this over in style? Rahul Gunasekara, the skipper, on strike. A good partnership so far. 19 of 9 deliveries. Shammu Ashan scored 17 of that. One more delivery to go. Lairu Samarakon under pressure.
Finds a block hole. Excellent piece of fielding of his own bowling. Probably got himself into a tangle. He went down a little awkwardly, but completes the over with a dot ball. Fantastic one for Nugegoda Sports and Welfare. 16 gone, 126, 127 for 4 in fact. There's another look. There you go. He was hoping that it'll go further than what it was really. Very, very interesting. 54 runs, 24 deliveries. Very much a possibility. All they need, a couple of very good overs. Can remember, we were hoping for a last over finish. Looks like we are getting one.
We have gone to continue the 17th over. So far, he's been pretty economical. 17 for 1 wicket. Coming from the SSC end. It's time. Shammu Ashan tried to whack that again.
He was premeditated, trying to blast that one on the onside. Made up his mind already. And that's his half century. I mean, much needed one for Nugegoda Sports and Welfare. Some lusty blows. He's very good down the ground. Just like that, into the SSC car park. That's even better. So he's the main hope that can propel them over 181. Very good over so far. 2 deliveries, 2 dot balls.
Pressure is mounting up, climbing up the mountain. 2 dot deliveries. Shammu Ashan on strike.
You saw slower through the air. Speed variations so important. He done that against Rahul, the skipper. Definitely not against Shammu Ashan, who's on 53. Very, very interesting passage. 3 more deliveries remaining. Got few variations. Of course, we know Viaskant. Down the track, only be a single. They are coming back for the second quite easily. Good running between the sticks. Every run matters. Take a look at it. Within a blink of an eye, 15.3 per over. That's very, very tough.
Not an easy task for Nugegoda. They need 51 runs within 20 deliveries. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. Again comes down the track. Another single. This is really good bowling from Viaskant, wearing his pace. This is what experience brings into the table.
Vijaykanth, Viaskant, ideally suited to bowl at this stage. He likes when batters trying to go against him. Quicker. A slider, sort of a front on toss spinner. Very good over, take a look at it. Well and truly on top Tamil Union after 17, 131 for 4.
Seems like Tharindu Ratnaik to continue the 18th over. Two batters in the middle. The skipper, Rahul Gunasekara, and Shammu Ashan, who's on 53. He's the man in form. It's a tough task for Nugegoda at the moment. Only 3 overs remaining.
Advantage Tamil Union. They got the bowlers, knows how to handle themselves these sort of situations. Tharindu Ratnaik faced similar situations numerous times. Experience that counts. Doing subtle adjustments to the fielders. They need not just 1, 2, 3 big overs needed. Struck well enough. And he found the gap. Very important. Rahul joins in. He just cannot expect Shammu Ashan to do the entire job. Useful contributions here and there, a few boundaries, couple of sixes, always help.
They actually need more of this. Down on one knee, goes again the spin. Again dancing down the track. Another single for Rahul. The task is difficult. They need 45 runs from 16 deliveries.
Certainly, very, very difficult. Not impossible though. Something special got to give. Straight to the fielder. It was coming for a while. Very canny operator. Tharindu Ratnaik slipped one down the offside, and Shammu Ashan left with no options. Went for it, finds a fielder. Excellent knock nevertheless. But now Nugegoda Sports and Welfare sliding down pretty rapidly.
And that's the end of Shammu Ashan's cameo. 53 of 37 deliveries. A good knock, nevertheless. A brilliant delivery from Tharindu Ratnaik as well. Bowling outside the off stump, letting the batter to go after it, and found the straight fielder at deep extra cover. And that's the end of Shammu Ashan's innings. 53 of 37 deliveries.
They've lost only 5 wickets. I'm starting to wonder whether they left it for too late. The charge I'm referring. They were in need of picking up a boundary per over right at the beginning of the 10th. But that didn't really happen. They've been picking up singles all right. Vimukti. Sounds nice. But there is protection. Will they come back for the second? No, is the call. Would have been a mix-up in the middle. Communication between two strikers, not ideal. But they've managed to escape that scare.
Nimesh Vimukti, when he can hit the long ball. Skipper Rahul on strike, 10 of 8. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. They need something big from these 2 deliveries. Wide outside the off stump. Another couple of runs for Nugegoda. And that's a call for run out, and that's a run out. We've seen everything at NCC today, and that's the end of Nimesh Vimukti.
He was in no position, but he went with it. Very useful striker. Remember, he's a member of Hong Kong Sixers winning side. Would have been ideal him staying in the middle, but not anymore. Fielder did exceptionally well. Well picked up. Flat return. Right on top of the bails. All Tharindu Ratnaik need to do is whip off the bails. He's not even in the frame. Another one bites dust. Right now, well and truly got their shoulders above the opponent. Tamil Unions looking good for their 5th consecutive T20 victory.
Tamil Union well and truly above. And at the same time, we can see Nugegoda taking off the field. Sharujan Shammuganathan taking off his gloves. This is the replay.
2 previous wickets straight to the field in the deep, makes no mistakes. And Shamu Ashan left with no options, and here's the run out. He's calm and collective, sends in a very good return. Was on the right option. I certainly wouldn't mind having someone like Nimesh Vimukti on strike, someone capable of clearing the boundary with ease. Final delivery comes up. They've started this over with high hopes of picking up a boundary, but 2 wickets went down. They've only managed to pick up single and another single in between, which is the way pretty much their innings panned out. Not ideal, because they knew for a fact they are chasing down 182. It's very much a possibility, but on a track like this, you need your big guns to fire. That didn't really happen. Through mid-wicket region, heavily protected, only be a single. Completes a fantastic over. They pretty much sealed the deal. They know they got them in the bag.
Now Paranavitana to continue the 19th over. Coming from the SSC end. We are coming to the last 2 overs of the game. So far it's been a brilliant game from both teams, especially from Tamil Union batting first. Batted really well. And in reply, Nugegoda so far. Coming down the track. One bounce into the fielder's hand. Vyaskan for the fielder.
Disappointingly at this stage, I can see only one team in it. We expected a close one. Both the teams got all the right ingredients for that. But unfortunately, that didn't really happen. There you go. All you can do is try and back everything towards mid-wicket region. Another single. The game, foregone conclusion to me, if not for a miracle.
Again comes down the track. Didn't time it properly. And coming back for the second run. Comfortably made it, Rahul Gunasekara. Nugegoda went off the field. Sharujan Shammuganathan taking the responsibility of the gloves.
Clean bowled. He's been doing this consistently. Good with the ball, good with the bat. Excellent tournament. Naval Paranavitana strikes again. 7 gone, 143. I went on to mention there is only one side at the moment, and that's the unbeaten Tamil Union.
It was too full. Rahul Gunasekara again dancing down the track. The skipper taking the long walk back to the pavilion. And that's the end of short stay of Rahul Gunasekara. Nugegoda lost their 7th wicket.
If I'm not mistaken, Navath Paranavitana brought into the attack during the penultimate over 2 previous occasions as well. It was against his bowling that Shanmuganathan took that outstanding catch at mid-off region. Or the one that struck well. Where was he all this while? Ha! Room outside the off stump just helped it away over extra cover region. Not the easiest shot to execute.
Well, we'll see Dhammiga. First ball whacked it through the gap of extra cover over the fielder's end. Again. This time straight to the fielder. 7 of 2 deliveries for the new batter. And that's the end of 19th over.
Tamil Union, they've been asserting their dominance right throughout this tournament. T20s in particular, this has been a fantastic tournament. They've been doing outstandingly well in the 50-over version as well. Samarakon struck well, and the fielder took that one well. I tell you what, could have easily been a collision between two fielders, but Vyaskanth had the presence of mind, get underneath, calm and collective, takes another very good catch.
And that's the end of the right-hander's innings. A good catch from Vyaskanth. Running to his left. It was aerial for some time. Oh, it was popped out of his hand.
Took it on the second grab. 8 wickets gone down. No real momentum. They are paying the price. Things aren't looking good. With this, their chances of reaching second round just became pretty slim. I went on to mention right at the beginning, they played 3 matches, won 1, lost 1, the other ended in a tie. So they were hoping for a victory to stay in the hunt, but unfortunately that didn't happen. That's T20 cricket. It's about bring out your best. Tamil Union tuning up every time. Formality, nothing more than that. They could only delay the inevitable.
Right-hander Sachin the Columbage. Nugegoda, a disappointing day. On the other hand, Tamil Union aiming for their 5th consecutive win. Comes down the track, swing and a miss. Huge appeal from Lahiru Samarakon.
That was nowhere near the bat. Sachin the Columbage decided to have some fun. There you go. You can't blame the fielders for doing that. The moment wicketkeeper takes it, compulsively going for an appeal. So the happier side, dominant side, team in form. Sounded nice off the bat, but finds a fielder. It's been all too predictable. They've been one-dimensional. They've left too much to catch till the late. 9 wickets gone down, 151. Those victory margins so crucial when it comes to the final analyses when they calculate the net run rate. No issues with regard to that as far as Tamil Union is concerned. 5 out of 5. They are in the semi-finals.
The catching has been brilliant from Tamil Union today. That's Sachin the Columbage for you. Short stay. He's taking the long walk back to the pavilion. Okay, got a 9 down. The new man, the fast bowler. Hakam on strike.
Well, apart from few players, the likes of Rehan Piris, Rahiru Dawatage, Pulindu Pereira, and Samu Arshan, rest of the batters really didn't showcase the intent. That's a disappointment. How about that? Final over, needing 181. General Dab gets a single. They know disappointing day in the office, foregone conclusion, whichever way you describe it. It will be very, very tough to topple Tamil Union in the semi-finals. They got a game remaining. I mean, they'll be definitely eyeing to keep up the momentum. Just like that disappointing day, it was promised to be a cracking game, but unfortunately, far too strong. They were very clinical with their execution. That's the only difference.
That's exactly. Tamil Union were brilliant from the start. Set up the tune really nicely from Sinead Chawar. Then I got off to a really good start. And the middle order done the rest really well. And again, bowlers coming back in, ball after ball. Even the fielders, catching was brilliant. They were the dominant team today. Congratulations to Team Tamil Union. A brilliant victory. 5 out of 5. And they are directly qualified for the next round as well.
Game played upholding true spirits. These players, all good friends. Always love to see this. After the game, handshakes. Tamil Union, just as I mentioned already twice, some team need to come up with a stellar performance to topple them. They got the balance. We've spoken about their batting strength. I mean, up until number 11. Today, number 11 batter, guess who? Vyas Theumika. Someone who bats top 6, to say the least. Goes to tell you, speaks volumes about their batting. And they have very strong spin bowling attack, such as the Jayatilaka, very useful. Parana Vitarana coming to the fore. Then their main striker, Vijaykanth Vyaskanth. Very reliable, tournament's leading wicket taker at the minute. So, all done and dusted. Few more games worked off simultaneously at Pisara Oval as well as Colombo Coles. NCC taking on SSC. That's another cracker. As we are looking at Nugegoda Sports and Welfare's batting card. Top scorer, Samu Ashan, batted brilliantly. He needed a support, someone to bat just like him. That didn't really happen, apart from Lahiru Davatage and Vinushka. Rest of them, pretty stale, one-dimensional, lack intent. 7 extras, 20 overs, 152 makes it a hefty winning margin. 28 runs in T20. Very, very big. So they've been a dominant force. The favorites in my book. As we are looking at the bowling card, top bowler Lahiru Samarakon, very clever with his variations. 3 wickets, 35 runs. Navath Paranavitan chipping in with 2 for 36. Little on the expensive side, but he certainly wouldn't mind as long as Vijaykanth Vyaskanth being this economical and picking up a wicket. Sachita with a wicket given away 27. No real partnerships. Winning the game with a hefty margin.
Brilliant day for Tamil Union. 5 out of 5. They're directly qualified for the next round. This is the session highlights. Pulindu Pereira started off with Lahiru Davatage. Played few shots, but couldn't make it to a big fun today.
Oh, what a delivery that was. Would have got anybody out. Few useful strikes by Rehan Peris and Lahiru Davatage. At that stage, things were looking up for them, but they lost too many wickets. They were presented with run-scoring opportunities. They didn't manage to cash in. They've lost regular stream of wickets in the meantime. And how about that for a catch? Tall lad, every inch matters. Straight to the fielder, Sharajan Shanmuganathan, not going to miss out. Few lusty blows by Ashan. He kept everyone entertained, those who are joining us on Sri Lanka Cricket official YouTube channel. That's another dismissal. Well settled underneath, takes a good one. And finally, their last hope, Shammu Ashan, perishes. It's been a formality afterwards and winning the game by 28 runs. Convincing, dominant all the way through, very clinical, looks like the favorites. Tamil Union, there was only one side. Paranavitan strikes once again. And down the order, few lusty blows. Here's the final dismissal. Well judged, well taken. Just about Everything went according to a plan. Ratnayaka takes another catch. That's the final delivery, believe it or not. 152 for 9. Dominant force, Tamil Union right on top. Exciting game coming up next. What we'll do right now is take a small break, but before that, the summary. Winning the toss, Nugegoda inviting Tamil to bat, 180 for 9. Top scorer Sinith, 35. Hakam bowled well, 3 for 34. In reply, Sambu Ashan, lone warrior, 53 of 37. No real contributions. Samarakon, 3 for 35. Paravitana, 2 for 36. They've been very proficient, winning the game by 28 runs. The doubleheader continues. The next match just about to start. We'll take a short break. On the other side of the break, exciting cricket coming up. Do stay with us.